What's up, people? Yeah, so we're gonna be doing more Pokemon. We're gonna be doing more Pokemon today. I do have a Kokam or two, but one of them hasn't jumped in yet, and the other one is eating, so his mic is muted. But it's... I haven't unmuted you on their end yet. Yeah, it's Alex and Brennan. I'll just unmute them now. Okay, you're unmuted.
Hello. How's it going?
Yeah, we are just gonna switch over to gameplay and unpause the emulator. Yeah, we're just playing more.
I need to turn that down.
Okay, yeah, I'm actually gonna turn that. I'm actually gonna turn that down. I did not remember it being this loud. No, there's the volume slider. Opening up the sound options, like it brought up like, oh hey, look, here's a ton of shit, and like the volume bar is like super small underneath like 5 other options.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, is that better on your end?
It's a bit quieter, but I can also just turn it down on my end as well.
Okay. Yeah, just gonna. Yeah, that'll be good. They should still be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, so last time.
On Dragon Ball.
Just gotta remember how they got everything configured. So last time we got our starter, which I decided to name Plip. Got the water starter, which I don't usually do, but I also don't know how available Vaporeon is in this game. Like, don't know how annoying it is to get the evolution stones and stuff. But
yeah, so you picked the absolute worst fucking starter in fucking Pokemon history.
To be fair, I chose by dice roll.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just rolled the D6 and it landed on Piplup.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like
I will admit though, like my hatred for Piplup is entirely based on how he appears in the show. I really don't like the Piplup in the show.
Yeah, he is kind of. Yeah, if I recall correctly, they are kind of a little shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually. Oh, wow, I did not remember learning Peck. Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
We also got a Starly, which I didn't name.
Ah.
It's got keen eyes, so that's a good ability.
Complete casual over here doesn't even name his Pokemon.
Well,
Of course you named your Shinx Jojo.
It was actually a recommendation from someone in the chat, but I was like, okay, I actually really like that.
I mean, it works super well.
Yeah. Yeah, like, and I also got a Bidoof.
Which you also didn't name.
Because it's an HM user.
So call it Slave. You know? HM Slave. Dude, fucking everybody calls it a HM Slave.
I know, that's exactly why I got it, but... Actually, no, I'm actually going to turn that down a tad bit more, because it's kind of drowning out Alex. Actually, I could also turn him up a tad in Discord.
Volume.
Okay, there we go. But yeah. I only really give names to Pokemon I actually plan on using on my team.
So I presume you've never done a Nuzlocke then?
Oh no, I've done Nuzlocks. I name all the Pokemon during a Nuzlocke, but this isn't a Nuzlocke. Like,
I can't believe you. Like I said, like just like fucking fake gamer over here.
Okay, so all right, Select isn't really doing anything. Sorry for just kind of floundering a bit. I'm just trying to get my bearings. All right, they want me to go to Jubilife or Hearthome.
Dude, I have no
Wait,
idea. Don't ask me.
what's Eternia? I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, like I got to like the second gym in this generation and went no. I didn't enjoy this generation.
Okay, so I beat the dude at Orberg,
Yeah,
and that's all. Okay.
right.
Well, I guess I'll just swing it.
I mean, that's
Oh,
all
I
you
guess
really can do.
I guess I can't go this way anyway.
There you go.
It's the chair. I really need to get an electric attack.
I mean, that's why you have Shinx, isn't it?
Yep, just need to wait for it to learn an actual electric move other than charge.
What does Charge do?
It powers up the next electric attack, and it also increases your special defense.
Why the fuck does it have Charge but doesn't have any other fucking electric attacks?
I don't know. That's just the order it learned the move. It's learning the moves in.
I mean, I guess it can be used as a defense thing, you said, but like, it seems kind of pointless to teach you a power-up attack before you can use it.
Yeah.
Shinx was one of the Pokemon that I had on my team when I actually played this.
Yeah.
I've always thought he was cute.
Oh yeah. Like honestly, I've watched. Like the reason why this is partly blind / mostly blind is because while I've never played through it myself, I've watched a few playthroughs, and I think all but one of them, they used a Shinx on their team.
Yeah. I don't think I ever got mine to a Luxray though. I think I stopped playing before Luxio evolved.
Yeah.
Or Luxio, however you pronounce it.
Yeah. I also need to remember what route. Oh, never mind. It's right here.
Yes!
Dude, like I was planning on getting a Ponyta for my team, so this works out.
Please don't kill it.
I'm not trying to.
No, dude, like Rapidash is my favorite fire type. I fucking love Rapidash. Also, I've noticed that like a lot of my favorite Pokemon are actually from Gen 1.
Nostalgia is a powerful drug.
It is, but like I've also like specifically with fire types and stuff, like I just don't really like anything beyond Gen 2. I mean, Blaziken's cool, but beyond Gen 2, it's like fire types just pretty much universally are just sort of like, whatever to me.
Okay, what should I name this Ponyta? I mean, I could be extremely on the nose and name them Firehorse.
You could call it Nightmare, that's what I usually go with.
That's also pretty strong.
I don't know beyond that.
But Nightmare would work even better if it was shiny.
I mean, it would, and like I fucking flipped like the one time that I have actually caught excuse me. Yeah, the one time I have ever caught a shiny legitimately was a Ponyta, and I just was just like I flipped my shit because I was just like, oh my god.
I think I spelt that right.
You did.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure because my brain will switch around letters and be like, oh no, that's right. That's fine. Go ahead, do it. You won't look like an idiot.
Usually it's like there's the M isn't capitalized, but it means literally nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, another one immediately.
Nice.
Catch this one too.
You know what? I might as well.
Have a team of entirely Rapidash.
Well, you know, I'll catch. Actually, no. I won't catch this one. I'll just. Actually, I'll check the stats on the other one now. Like if it has like a bad nature or something, then I'll catch this one. Also, I just noticed.
Metagaming bastard.
Also, I just noticed that I named it Nightmare despite it being a boy.
mean, it's just a horse.
Yeah. It has runaway for its ability. It doesn't say anything about its nature.
Also, Night Stallion wouldn't fit.
Yeah, that's true.
Isn't it? Like, can you go and like check moves because it might be listed there somehow?
No.
Or not? You can always just catch this one and then toss out the one you don't like.
Yeah, I'll probably just do that.
I'm still gonna call you a metagaming fuck though.
Dude, I tried to make a competitively viable team, only to learn that sucked all the fun out of making a team.
Yeah, huh?
Because
I did exactly the same thing. I got my Lapras, fucking Litwick, and Garbite. No, go bloody whatever the fuck the baby one is.
Gibble.
Gibble, yeah. And I was just like, I'm kind of done with Pokemon for like a year now.
Yeah, well, and honestly, it's actually not even that part. It's not even like getting the Pokemon that made me realize that it just sucked all the fun out of it. It's that I learned that everyone follows like the meta. So unless you're doing like lower tier teams, which is really hard to do because some of the people that everyone has as like a more favorite Pokemon are up on the higher tiers, and you get so they're gonna be like the only like really good Pokemon on the team. Like
Nightmare 2.0. I just when I was doing it, like I was building it to be competitive because like, I wanted to play online and like actually stand a chance to beat people. But like just over the course of building it, I was just like, I'm focusing so hard on just making sure that my team is perfect in every single way that I wasn't like having fun with the game.
Yeah.
So I just gave up.
Yeah, with my experience, it's like, okay, like I built a team, I got them all with like the IVs I wanted, had the like EV traded them all up, and then I actually looked into the competitive scene, and it was like everyone had the same team with like one or two deviations.
Yeah, well, because there's a bunch of Pokemon that are just not viable for competitive, just simply because their stats just suck like, once you get to a certain point.
And it has Flash Fire, so that'd be good for switching into fire types.
Do you want me to find what the natures are for you?
Well, like the thing, well, it kind of tells you, because like for example with, like or maybe it doesn't in this one, because usually like
wasn't it this one that introduced natures?
Well, no, that was the previous one, but usually like the colors of the stat, of the name of the stat will tell you which one is increased and which one is decreased.
Right. According to this, Naughty is up attack, lower special defense.
Okay, and how about Bold?
Bold is up defense, lower attack.
Okay, so the other one would be better, even though it's more of a special attacker.
Yeah. It would also mean that it would take extra damage from water type moves.
That's fine. Also, sorry, Machop, you're not on the team.
Wow, rude.
Honestly, I've never really had a fighting type on my team that wasn't like also a different type.
I mean, I like Machamp, but I also don't give a shit about his previous generation, previous evolutions.
Yeah, and plus, like, I actually...
also his moveset is kind of just whatever.
Yeah, plus I can't actually trade on this, with this file. Because I'm using an emulator.
Yeah. I mean, you
'Cause-
can trade. It just requires extra knowledge of how emulators work in order to fucking set it up.
Yeah, and once again, the main reason, just for those who just got here, the reason why I'm using an emulator is because one, I don't have $600 to buy a 3DS capture card,
I was gonna say, who can afford that shit?
and two, I have no idea where my copy of Pokemon Platinum got lost 1 billion years ago. Like I used to have Pokemon Platinum, but like when I was originally playing it on my DS, I was like, like I couldn't, I wasn't really getting into it, so I gave it to my sister, and she had it with her DS games. That she was going to give it back, but it was gone.
Oh. Well then. Also, just was looking at the natures. Apparently, in Gen 8, there is actually a Pokemon that evolves based on its nature now.
Yeah, that's the Toxicity.
Toxel. Yeah, toxicity depends on what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised it took them this long to come up with such a thing. Not that that's necessarily a good thing, because, you know, it's kind of just silly. Like,
Yeah.
its entire moveset changes based on, like an arbitrary roll of the dice.
Yeah, like
Having
like,
said that, fucking Wurmple.
yeah.
It's like that was actually a roll of the dice as to whether or not you'd get a Dustox or a Beautifly.
Yeah, and a lot of people incorrectly put it to their gender.
Yeah, I thought it was that for a long time too.
Yeah, well, it's because like it uses one of the two parts of its hex code, like one of which determines gender. But it uses the other one more, so it's like a false correlation.
Yeah.
Like there's some weird like
Correlation versus causation.
yeah, like there's some weird like. Okay, so
Essentially, it's just a roll of the dice.
yeah, there's some like weird like hyper complex like mathematical equation that the game does every time you run into a Wurmple, being like, okay, which one will this one turn into?
Yeah. And probably the reason why I thought it was that for a long time is because I caught like what 2 or 3 on my first run, and both of the boys evolved into Dustox and the girl evolved into Beautifly, so I assumed that's what it was.
Honestly, that's a very fair assumption.
Like, especially given, like, at the time, like, how old was I when I was playing those? I was like, what, 10? Dude, yeah, I was 10. I remember that, yeah, because I saw a thing a few
fucking
years back
confused.
now that was saying something along the lines of your generation was the generation that you've played when you were 10, because, you know, that's when you start your Pokemon adventure. And
Mhm.
yeah, I was 10 when Gen 3 was out.
Yeah, mine would
I
be.
don't know how we're far into Gen 3, but yeah.
Yeah, mine would be Gen 2 then, because I was 10 when that gen came out.
Yeah.
Nightmare's
played
confused,
all of them,
so I'll just have JoJo beat him up.
Yeah. I've played all of the Pokemon games, except for Gen 6, because I didn't have a 3DS at the time, and I just haven't been bothered to go back and play them.
I mean, to be fair, X and Y are kind of like it's kind of like X and Y are super easy, and it's also
Okay.
kind of in a like, well, I mean, easy for Pokemon. I mean, not as easy as Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire because, you know, they used the EXP all, but still kept the balance for the originals.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like it was weirdly easy, and a lot of it was kind of forgettable. But I still had a ton of fun when playing through it.
Yeah. I liked the EXP all, but I can understand why other people don't. Like, it's mostly just because the EXP all for me, it got rid of a lot of the tedium of leveling up Pokemon.
Oh yeah, which also greatly lowered the the perceived difficulty because you didn't have to spend 30 hours grinding.
Yeah, but that's what I mean is like, if all you're doing is removing the grind, it's not necessarily making it easy. It's more just removing pointless content. What are you doing?
Polishing the badge.
That's a thing you can do, and also why?
In this game only because the badges can tarnish over time. It's mostly because this was the first one to use the DS, so they needed an excuse to use the second screen.
Oh.
And that was just one of the things they came up with. So, like, if you like leave it for like a week or so, like, they'll become like super dirty and tarnished and shit.
So, does it mean anything?
Nope.
Fantastic.
It's
So
just
it's literally just if you happen to look at it and then tap it and notice that it changes color.
yeah, it's literally just a thing you can do.
Great. I am both amused and also disappointed.
I should probably get some antidotes or something. I'll get 5 antidotes.
I have no idea where you're going next, so don't ask me for advice.
3 paralyzed heals and 2 awakenings. Honestly, it's just and a few repels because I am doing this as a thing. So like sometimes it'd be better just skip random encounters. Like
Yep.
like honestly like I'm just getting standard equipment. Oh hey look, we ran into the evil team.
Galactic, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
And they're pestering the professor to give them their research data.
Okay.
Ah, Tetra. Well, how's the Pokédex progressing? That's an Orbit Gym badge. I see. But hadn't I given you your first Pokemon only recently? Perhaps being a trainer is like second nature to you. Like I kind of gave him like a version of like my bad Sean Connery impersonation.
Yeah, I could tell immediately what you were doing.
But I could tell already that wasn't nearly as wasn't nearly as into it as the last time.
Honestly though, looking at the Team Galactic, it's just like the bowl cut ass hair, like it just makes me like it's like I in my head I hear them going, what we're saying is we demand you comply with our demands.
Honestly,
like, it's just like just total like dick, like just fucking dweeb nerd like voice.
Honestly, I was going to give him that voice.
Yes.
Quadrulot, why must you be such a nuisance? Let me list some lessons you still need to learn. 1. Don't loiter around
Just
for no good
bitch
reason.
slaps them.
2. Don't interrupt others when they're attempting to converse. 3. If you don't get your way, don't raise your voice to be intimidating. 4. Don't think you've grown strong just because you're in a group. 5. What's with those old outlandish outfits you have on? My goodness,
I
you call
love that
yourselves
5
adults?
is. I love that 5 is literally just, girl, what are you wearing?
You
know what
kids,
I mean?
don't grow up to be like these sorry specimens. You had to make this personal. You can go. You can voice him.
Sorry, it's just funny. You have forced our hand into making a show of force. We will make you regret insulting Team Galactic!
You kids, give these thugs a lesson in civility, please. Tetra, join me in battling these guys. Like I gave Lucas kind of like a more gentle-ish voice.
Honestly, he just sounds kind of bored. let's just deal with these guys and get it over and done with.
Okay, just gonna switch out Nightmare for JoJo. That way they don't get their ass destroyed by a Pokemon who's like 4 levels higher.
Yeah.
That was a waste of a fake out anyway.
Why? What does fake out do again?
It makes you flinch, and also, wow. Wait, was that?
I actually looked away from the screen right as that happened, so I have no idea what killed you.
Chimchar used Ember on JoJo because he was going to use it on Nightmare because of Flash Fire. And it landed a crit, so it killed him. Well, I mean, I don't have any fire type moves, but
oh my god. That honestly, that is the best possible thing that could have happened there. I'm gonna switch this out so as soon as he gets his ass handed to him, immediately dies to friendly fire. Oh my god. That is fantastic. Oh, my lungs hurt now.
okay, actually, I'm gonna switch to Plip. Because that way, if Chimchar decides to use Ember on him again, it won't do that much damage.
Yeah. In theory, anyway.
Yeah, unless he gets, like, another fucking crit. Oh, no, he scratched the Glimmeow. You know, I had no idea that he would actually do that.
I didn't even know that, like, AI partners were that smart to try and pull off team attacks like that.
Honestly, neither was I. But, hey, we know now.
Yeah. I think I'm breathing properly again.
Yay! Nightmare hit level 7!
And JoJo got no fucking, like, XP at all. He was murdered by a teammate. Didn't even see it coming.
Yep. That lot, they call themselves Team Galactic. When Pokemon evolve, they seem to release some type of energy. However, I believe there's a mystic power behind. I believe it's a mystic power beyond our control. But Team Galactic seems to be studying that power's potential. They want to know if it can be used as energy for something. Tetra, did you know about this? The professor studies the evolution of Pokemon too. According to his research, 90% of all Pokemon are somehow tied to evolution. Maybe that's the reason those goons are tried to take the professor's research data. They're not allowed to do that. It's all over. You can relax now. Still, thanks to you two, nothing came of the situation. I appreciate that. Incidentally, Tetra, kudos to you for your battling skills. It got me thinking. Why don't you collect all the gym badges in Sinnoh? Doing so, you'll be sure to encounter loads of Pokemon. That, of course, means your Pokedex pages will continuously fill up. In other words, it'd be great help to my research. That said, I've given you your Pokemon and a Pokedex as yours to keep. You're free to do with them as you wish. Take care now. That voice is surprisingly hard to do. Also, who the fuck is this guy? Also, who the fuck is this guy?
I'm back of a head at this point.
He's from Jubilife TV.
No idea what that is.
Oh, he gave me the fashion case.
Can you dress up your Pokemon now?
Specifically for like a little photo mode that they have in this and Heart Gold / Soul Silver.
Boo!
Oh, good. It finally connected.
Oh, hey, Brendan. What's up?
Hello. Not much. Weatherproofing because, cyclone season is apparently upon us.
Oof.
For American viewers, cyclones are hurricanes, but they spin the opposite way. Because Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah, it's literally just like the direction they spin.
They're just as terrifying, though.
Well, it's because it's exactly the same event.
Yeah,
But they spin a different direction.
So we've entered La Nina phase, I think it's called, or El Nino.
El Nino.
Yeah, so it's the wet season basically. It's opposite for us to what it is for you, Afro.
Yeah, you're thinking the one you were thinking of was La Nina.
Yeah, that's what we've just come out of, I think.
Yeah, there's El Nino and La Nina.
Yeah. So basically, we're expecting rainfall equal to or more than the 2011 floods that were up here in Brisbane, which, in case you don't remember, washed away like 3 bridges.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a guy wrote like an entire book that was semi-based on it.
And they even did a shout-out on Team 4 Stars Dragon Ball Z Abridged about Brisbane being flooded and needing help.
Space Brisbane's doing alright right now, but your Brisbane's in a right pickle.
Yeah, it was real, and the fucked up thing, that was a year after I moved up here. Like, I moved up here end of 2010, and then, like, start of 2011, that happened, so, like, a couple months after. I was like, yep, of course. But it was nice. It was nice to have, like, rain, and I like the sound of rain. Especially since we have a tin roof, it's beautiful.
Also, man, I did have to go outside and stay inside and play video games all day.
Exactly! It's like, no one bugs me to go outside because it's raining. No one gives a shit. It's like, it's rainy and windy. Why do I need to go outside? No, I have an excuse to stay in and be the hermit that I am.
Sounds like Alex is getting a phone call.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Or a codex call, to be more precise.
I found all of my, like, DS Pokemon games the other day.
Nice.
And all of my GBA ones, and all of my original Game Boy ones.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, good thing I have a Bidoof with Rock Smash.
Because we used to go around to, like, garage sales and just buy, like, Game Boy games. Like, they'd sell them in, like, oh yeah, this whole box of them is, like, $10. So I ended up with, like, 8 copies of, like, blue, 7 of red, like, 5 of yellow.
Man, I wish we had, like, honestly, all the lawn sales and stuff up here. It's just like random, like, decorative shit.
Yeah, a lot of them are that sort of shit here, but, like, occasionally you get some really good shit.
Like, the one time I found, the one time I found video games at one was way back when I was like 11 or 12. And the only game I got was Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the 64. That was like the only game that I remember actually ever finding at a lawn sale / garage sale.
I got a copy of Sonic 2 in like perfect condition once.
You lucky fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So, you know Warzone, right? Like Call of Duty Warzone?
Mm-hmm.
Vaguely.
I just saw the most cheap ass thing. Basically, guy on a quad bike, 3 friends with riot shields, they stand on the front of the quad bike and cover him, and you just mow people down with the quad.
I mean,
Honestly, that just sounds like a good strategy.
Yeah, but it's such a dick thing to do.
Says the guy who would fucking lace a fucking quad bike with C4 in Battlefield and drive it into enemy bases.
That became a thing everyone done. It was called Jihad Jeeping, and what you do, you throw the C4 on the front, then you jump off just as you're driving towards a tank.
That sounds
and then
racist.
detonate it as it runs into the tank. I did not make up the name. I did not make up the name.
I know, but I'm just saying, that sounds fucking racist.
I know. I heard it on an American server though, so it's not my
Well,
fault.
fucking course this was on on an American server after, we're still balls deep in the racism of that, in the racism against Muslims that started after 9/11,
Yeah. Well,
which is still super fucked up. And seriously, guys, don't do that. That's not cool.
yeah. So you
Yeah,
know what I
like
started- you know what I started doing to
arguably
them?
it's justified because of the like the reason is, but it's like at this point it's like, come on, it's been nearly 20 years, and just because one small group of them did it does not mean they're all that bad.
Oh, yeah.
You know what they started being like really fuck-faced and that. So you know what we did? We started putting the C4 on our own quad bikes and waiting for them to spawn on it and then detonating it because it launches it out of the map.
Oh.
We got banned from 3 servers for doing that.
I mean, there's a reason for that.
And we're just doing some like redneck rocket science, and they're like, dude, you can't say that. It's like, well, you're going on like racist rant, so yeah, it doesn't feel so good when the shoe's on the other foot, does it? And then so they just kicked us and banned us. It's like, oh well.
Honestly, like one of my personal favorite, one thing that I've always found interesting, is when
Not all Americans are bad, by the way. I know that.
is when people watch like foreign movies, like people in like a lot of people who are into anime feel this the most, but people who watch stuff from like Bollywood or other countries where and they appropriate American culture. It's always interesting to see how people react it's always funny to see people have that, so that's what that feels like moment.
Yeah, so, by the way,
Yeah,
someone gotta
like
wake
how
up,
fucking every American in an anime is like named as like American Sam and wears like 15 different outfits that all have the American flag on them in some capacity.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't forget, today we have to wake up Billy Joel from Green Day. Is it Billy Joel? Yeah.
Dude,
Gotta
don't.
wake Green Day up.
No, dude, don't do that. They made a
It's
song that says
representative.
"Wake Me Up When September Ends," but it's a song about
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's-
don't do that.
yeah, it's a song. It's a song about like him losing his like dad, brother, or best
I did
friend,
not know that.
and
Yeah,
wanting to sleep through
it's
the
a
and
don't
wanting
do
to
that.
and wanting to sleep through the depression.
Yeah, I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah.
I just see memes about it.
Yeah, no, I get that, and like, yeah, it's fine to just not be aware of it, but now that you are, just make sure you don't do that.
Yeah, that's
I
kind.
will.
That's kind
As
like
someone, as
oh, no,
someone
like-
who actually does have issues with depression and that, yeah, no.
yeah,
that's,
and every time like that happens, they legitimately do get pissed.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm just looking at the comments underneath the meme, and yeah. Yeah. I try not to like ever read comments because like why is it every comment section just becomes like a toxic place? It's not even like it just evolves into like a race war most of the time, especially if it's on YouTube.
Honestly,
It's like once someone posts something like really racist, and then like then they get called out for that, and then it's just like racist slurs being thrown around constantly. I'm like, yay, great.
Okay, so honestly, my favorite comment sections to actually read are comment sections on porn sites because you can tell who's just getting there and who's ready to leave, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's bizarre. Like, honestly, like, it's, like some of the chillest comments I've seen were on like fucking Pornhub.
Like, I can't remember who said it, but I was listening to this comedian recently. I think it was a comedian, but anyway, like, basically, he was saying something along the lines of like, if you want to like see like religious debate, just go to YouTube comment section on literally any video.
Yeah, it really is that. And I fucking hate it. I just want that to stop. Why can't we have a normal discussion about the video? Why does it always have to devolve into like religious or racial fucking...
Because you can't please
arguments.
everybody is the answer.
Yeah, but it's sometimes it's any video. It's just like fucking Cinemassacre posts this video about like some shit game, and it will still devolve into that. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake,
Yeah, because
guys.
any given video will have someone who doesn't agree with it, and then someone else will respond with, "Oh, that's heathenistic," or something like that. That you don't like this video. And then then it will just be like, oh, I'm not a heathen because this is what a heathen is, and then just devolves from there. It's just like,
Yeah.
it's
But,
like the
here's
thing
the thing.
is,
If you don't like the video, that's fine. But don't. Why do you feel the need to comment on it in a negative way? Like, just
I
because you
mean-
don't like it doesn't make it a shit video.
yeah, that is 100%
Use your brains,
true, but-
people.
But at the same time, that like comments can actually like be a really good thing too, because like, you know, if like the person in the video is just like making completely false comments, the comments, while they're negative because of that, like can completely straighten
Oh,
out
yeah,
that
yeah,
information, or indeed it can be something more along the lines of, you know, is the video informative, or are they just being a racist or something?
Yeah, but if you post it as feedback, that's fine. But like, I'm talking about the people. So like, Isaac Butterfield, right? He posts like these jokes about like vegans and that, and then vegans feel the need to get on there and be like, "You're a cunt," and basically use it to send hate mail. Maybe
I mean,
don't.
To be,
but that's different.
I mean, to be
Yeah,
fair,
but it happens on everything. Like,
Brandon,
someone doesn't like a
Brandon.
particular YouTuber, they still watch their videos and
Brandon.
use it to send hate mail. Yeah.
using that is not a good example because how the fuck would you react if someone? Because like, yeah, vegan jokes, haha, but you're still insulting them and their lifestyle.
Yeah, I know, but like, the thing is, why would you watch a video that you know is going to make you pissed?
You might not know it until you watch it.
Like
Well,
that.
the thing is, because
that and
a lot of like Butterfield's videos are not exclusively like anti-vegan or anti-cyclist. Like he does make general like criticism of other things and other
Yeah.
jokes just in general. So you might be interested in his videos and only have seen, like, just happen to have seen only the ones that he doesn't rip on vegans for. And then if you finally
Yeah.
see one, you're like, well, what the fuck?
Sure.
I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not an asshole.
True.
But he's calling you an asshole because of that.
Alright, but yeah, I've seen it on like just other things too, like this game, like just Let's Play channels. People like, I don't like your videos. You're a fuckface or some shit like that. It's like, dude.
Yeah, I don't
What?
agree with those people.
Yeah, they just use it just to be negative and bring people down. Those people suck ass is the ones
Yeah,
I was
absolutely.
trying to make the point about. I did use a very bad example. Apologies for that. But yeah, like, but that happens on every single YouTube video. It's like, okay, if you don't have like criticism about the video that can like influence like how they can make it better. So like constructive feedback, or you know, something positive to say, and you're just trying to be a dickbag, maybe don't comment.
Yeah.
Maybe you should just like, you know, go fuck yourself.
yeah, like you see, another thing is that there's like a bit of a psychology behind it, because a lot of the people who are being total dickbags don't see it as them being total dickbags. Because like,
Yeah,
because
But
in
they
their
see themselves as the hero.
Yeah,
'cause, like-
I know. It's
'cause, like,
fucked.
because like in their head it's one way, but like in actuality it might be a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But
in
the-
their head, they're justified in what they're saying because they are the hero in the story, and the person they're commenting on is the villain.
Yeah, but like it'd be a different thing if the internet didn't give you that anonymity.
Yeah,
so like if you
absolutely it
actually
would,
had
but-
to use your real name and shit like that, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, but that's exactly what the case is. But,
The
but like, but people
anonymity-
did the exact same thing in, like, you know, writing bloody columns and stuff in magazines and
That is
Newspapers
actually
and
very
stuff.
true.
like
'Cause,
before the internet existed, people still did that. It was just that it was far less likely to reach a huge amount of people.
Yeah.
But Duo evolves into Roserade eventually, right?
Roselia,
Yeah,
which then
Roselia.
evolves into Roserade.
Roserade is great. Roserade is one of my favorite Pokemon.
I just never got the Pokemon. I mean, like, I've used it once, and I called it Tuxedo Mask because, of course, I did. But
It has Poison Point.
That's a Sailor Moon reference?
yes.
Yep. I'm not sure if I'm gonna
Do
use it
not
on my
ask me
team.
how I know that, because I don't even know.
Dude, like, if you watched Sailor Moon as a kid, don't be embarrassed. I fucking love Sailor Moon. I will fight anybody that says otherwise.
No,
I mean-
I don't remember fucking...
I mean, to be fair, like Tuxedo Mask was basically a main character, like
Yeah.
kind of.
I remember
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, it used to be on. What was that show called? Oh, fuck. It was that like show where they put like
Peace
cartoons
TV.
on. Yes, it used to be on that, and yeah, Mel used to watch it, and I was just like, "Fuck it, I'll watch." Like, you know, there's nothing else on.
Like over.
yeah, I did
Which
actually
eventually
used to watch
became Toasted TV, which was infinitely worse.
It was.
I can't remember what network they had on over here. I want to say they probably had it on Cartoon Network at some point. They might have had it on, and they either had it on the WB or the Fox after school block thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of those shows. It's like definitive in like the magical girl genre, isn't it?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like one of the first, and it's probably the most prolific.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And honestly,
The only one that even comes close to it since then has been Magica.
Hmm.
yeah. Like, and honestly, I've
Also known as
been
Madoka Maguka.
I've honestly been I've been wanting to start watching like Sailor Moon, but the thing
Ooh,
is,
it's on Anime Lab. All of it.
yeah, but I don't use Anime Lab because I'm not a fucking scrub lord.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Isn't Anime Lab one of those like pirate sites or something, or is it?
No,
it's
no,
on the
no.
good side. It's run by Madman.
Yeah, it's literally owned by Madman.
Okay,
Like,
I
Madman is the like distributor for Australia.
okay.
Yeah.
I was not aware of that. It's just like
No,
it's just like I know there's like 4 other sites that are pirate sites that have anime in the title like that,
You probably think
Yeah.
it's something like Anime Tune.
Or Anime Freak.
or Kiss Anime, which
Yeah,
Kiss Anime is one of those ones where it's like, okay, in order to browse the site without contracting digital aids, you need to legitimately use a guide on Reddit.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's a and blah, blah, blah. Plus there's like 4 different versions of the dub apparently, and I have no idea which one is which.
Oh god, and like there are some of them are so bad. Like, okay, the thing is, I know her name is Isagi, but like I grew up with Serena because I watched it on Australian TV, and I'm not sure if it was the 4Kids dub or the Ocean dub. Either way, I grew up with Serena.
I don't think
So-
So did
I
I.
don't think 4Kids ever dubbed Sailor Moon. I could be wrong though.
I don't remember who did it, but the
I
point
think it
is,
was-
like, whoever did it at the time. And it's like, Funimation, I think, has done a more recent dub, and we have Season 1 on DVD, but it's the new dub, and I don't like it for multiple reasons. Like, namely that they call her Usagi, and it bothers me, and also I really, really do not like Sailor Mercury's voice. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's just completely rubs me the wrong way.
I do know that the guy, I think Viz did the original like translation of the manga at least. Like
Apparently it was Optimum Productions who was
Okay.
hired to do the dub.
like
I actually
like-
met the voice of Sailor Moon and Sailor Mars recently.
The
nice.
English or the Japanese?
English.
yeah, like but I do know that the guys who did the dub originally for one of the re-releases, they redid the dub. Like they kind of redid parts of the dub to make it slightly more accurate, which one of the big things about it was they used it to change Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune back to being a normal lesbian couple instead of an incestuous lesbian couple.
Yeah.
Because for those who don't know, apparently in the original dub,
There's no apparently. I can confirm it.
yeah, like I'm saying apparently because I've never seen it personally. I've seen clips though. Apparently,
I will
like in the
confirm 100%. I know what
like
you're
in
gonna
the original dub. Oh hey, a Weasel. Too bad I already got a water Pokemon. Like in the original dub, when they brought it over to America, they were running under the opinion that Americans couldn't handle the gay.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, mostly because of the Christian mom stereotype, which was prolific enough to
still exist.
yeah. So what they did was when they were translating it and localizing it, they took every instance of the phrase partner, girlfriend, whatever between Sailor Neptune and Uranus, and changed it to cousin,
Yeah.
and did nothing else.
So it's like in the original, it was like just like, "Hey babe, look at this," but like they changed it to like, "Hey cuz."
Yeah, and they did
And
not
it's just-
change.
Yeah.
They did not change any of the subtext.
Oh no, like they still left in the like bits. They even translated it in the dub, like bits where like one of them says to the other, like, you know, just when we're in the bath later or some shit, like essentially saying later when we're in the bath naked, etc. But they're cousins, and they didn't even try to not do it, which is like, you're gonna remove the gay, but then still leave in the gay.
Yep, and
It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
yeah, and
It's literally like putting a band-aid on an amputated limb.
Pretty much.
yeah, but it's more like trying to disinfect a wound by putting salt on it. I mean, it kind of works, but it also kind of makes it worse.
Oh shit! This nuclear reactor blew up. Quick, drop a nuke on it.
Yeah, like okay, honestly, I have no idea where the fuck I'm supposed to be going.
I feel like that's like how the Republicans would solve it.
Dude, no politics
No
here.
Politics.
Alright.
Just-
I have no opinion. I'm Australian. I don't really give a shit.
Just putting a hard cutoff on that.
Yeah.
But like yeah, but then when they redid it, they left I think when they redid it, they left almost everything the same, but changed all the instances of like cousin back to partner or babe or whatever.
Yeah. And like the DVD that we've got, I just remembered like another reason I hate it is because like they used the Japanese intro, which I know it's the same song, but you know, I grew up with Fighting Evil by Moonlight, not Sugene Datseru or whatever the fuck it is.
Well, one thing I will say that
What the fuck is it called?
one thing I will say that the Japanese opening has over the American opening, at least they didn't do that like Saved by the Bell bullshit, where they like fucking just did that thing where they just took clips from the show, kind of put it off center, tilted a bit, and had like did like a animation of like a fucking arcade carpet on under it. Like that was
Dead Set. That's what it's called.
that was bad.
I mean, yeah, but like 90% of like 90s anime did that.
Yeah.
Like, look at Pokemon, Dragon Ball, fucking the American intro to Cardcaptor Sakura, which also is a brilliant magical girl show.
Yes.
But
I remember
like,
that one.
but
I was
to be
so
fair,
confused when I saw people bitching about that online. Like, wait, what? Because like I saw like a video that was talking about the Japanese intro and like how much better it was. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like the same shit. Because like in Australia, and it's weird, it's only Australia had a translated version of the Japanese intro as the intro to the dub.
yeah, like over here in America, we our intro for it, like they changed the lyric. They made a new song, which made it seem more like a shonen.
God, captors, keepers of the cloud, expect the unexpected now.
But to be fair, the song in the dub fucking slaps. It's really good.
Card captors, a mystic adventure. Card captors, a quest for all time. I know it.
That's one of those things where it's like yeah, I mean the lyrics are fairly misleading, but it's still
Oh, yeah.
but it's still like how can you stay mad at a song that slaps that hard?
One counterpoint though. The original.
I don't think I've ever heard the original. Remember, I never watched Cardcaptor Sakura because I don't think
Oh,
because-
I'm sorry, what?
dude, I don't think I even got it where I lived.
Ah! I am extremely upset by what you just said.
I can tell.
I-
I have. Yo, can one of you guys look up where the fuck I'm supposed to go?
Oh no.
Where are you, Jubilee City?
I got the first gym badge. Then where am I supposed to go?
What is it? Pokemon Platinum?
Yes.
Eterna. Eterna's the second gym.
There's the old rod. No, I know how to use it. Shut up. Is this the way to Eterna? No, not Pokeball.
Afro.
Yeah?
I have a DVD copy of Cardcaptor Sakura, and I also have a Blu-ray copy, so I don't need the DVD copy anymore. But technically the DVD is Joe's, so I still need to check if it's okay, but I may send it to you.
I'll accept it.
Oh, it bothers me so much that you've never seen Cardcaptor Sakura.
Okay,
Oh
this
my
guy-
god, I love that show
Yeah.
so much.
I mean, shit. Like, do it. I'll watch.
And-
I'll watch it.
And also, yes, for anybody listening, I know it's Sakura, but they say Sakura in the show. That's what I grew up with, so it just defaults in my brain to that. Like, also, it's like the voice of Kiro in the sub is like this cutesy little like little kid voice, and like whenever he says like bloody Sakura, it's like, It's like, oh yes, sakura! It's like this high pitched, like, you know, very like small child esque. But like in the dub, it's like a totally different vibe. It's like a fucking surfer, dude. And like it's like, oh Sakura, and like I'm. It's totally different, and it's ridiculous, and I love it.
Okay, it's actually about time to go on break.
Okie dokie.
So, yeah, I'm gonna set us to that. So, you for those of you new to my streams, I usually try to take a break roughly once every hour or so. So like they're usually 5 to 10 minutes. So stretch your legs, use the bathroom, grab a snack, do what you gotta do. All right. We'll be back in a few.
Right now I'm so confused about this thing. It doesn't even come with royalty?
No, there was some weird
Okay, we're
royalties,
back.
maybe.
Okay,
Hello.
no.
And Brendan and Alex are talking about a game called RimWorld, which I have never played, and I couldn't even get if I wanted to right now because I do not have money.
It is fantastic. Highly
Honestly,
recommend.
It looks like fucking Prison Architect, which I do like.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but
Well,
with
it's the
a
same
lot more
assets.
to it.
It's the same assets, and the colonists like have more personality than the prisoners.
Yeah, because the
Instead of
prisoner's
just being-
personality was shank or don't shank.
Yeah, so instead of just being like, don't let them escape and don't let them shank each other, it's you gotta. They actually do work and they have like moods and stuff like that. They interact with each other in unique ways. They can. Yeah, it's really cool. They can form like relationships with each other and whatnot as well, and yeah, which gives them mood buffs and debuffs and.
Honestly, the one game that I played that was kind of like that, like a colony management thing was a game called Oxygen Not Included.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
I haven't played it too much, but I have played a little bit of it. And honestly,
That's why I know what that game is, because Let's Game It Out did it, and he made someone like sleep in the piss.
yeah, honestly, like I don't really play a lot of like management games like that. Like the
Nor
closest
do I, but this one gets me.
like the closest thing to that I played is a completely different thing, which was like, you know, things like Age of Empires 2 and StarCraft, like those super old RTS games.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really the same sort of thing though, because like that's more about like expanding and conquering, whereas RimWorld and Oxygen Not Included are more like keeping everyone alive.
Yeah.
Like I've played a lot of This War of Mine, which is like basically Oxygen Not Included except depressing.
Yeah, I have played a bit. I've played a little bit of that too.
Okay, so you get the general idea then.
Yeah, 3 depressing, 5 me.
Yeah. Another one that's actually kind of similar, but you know, like a slightly different vein, is Beholder, where you play as the manager of a building, of like a housing building in like not Russia, and you're constantly sent by the not Kremlin to. What the fuck did I just say? You're sent orders by the not Kremlin to like spy on the people that live in the housing building and arrest people, or at least like, you know, report like dissenters and things like that. But the problem is that your family needs money in order to do things. Like, okay, for example, you could always just say, you know, like for example, your son eventually gets a girlfriend and wants to take her out to the movies or whatever, and you can give him money to do so, but eventually he will like he'll eventually like move away and he could potentially be killed in the process. Or you can say, no, I'm not giving you money for that, and then like over the course of time he'll start hating you and shit like that. So
Stop
it's
being Sonic.
yeah.
That kind of reminds me of like Papers, Please,
Yeah.
where you have to like decide where the money goes. And, yeah, that game.
It's a little. Let's see. That's a bit different. Because
Yeah, because Papers,
see,
Please is like you're like a border control agent.
yeah,
You have to
and it's
you
like,
have to
while
decide.
you are deciding where the money goes, it's an arbitrary thing because eventually everyone's going to die. Whereas Beholder, you have the ability to keep your family alive for an extended period of time.
Yeah, that and with that and like, and that like, and what it sounds like with Beholder, it's like you need to like make decisions on whether or not to report people based on your own judgment, this, that, and the other thing, and do
Yeah.
stuff like, oh hey, I really need some extra money. By like, I assume you only get paid like when you successfully report a dissenter or something like that.
Yeah, it's been a little while since I've played it, so I mean it's the exact method of payment, and like I'm not 100% in my head, but I know that there are things where it's like, you find out that someone is a dissenter, and you can like write like a blackmail letter saying like, hey, leave some money in the potted plant, and then, or else I'm going to report you or whatever, and then they will, and you can take the money and then report them anyway to get more money. But like, but if you do stuff like that, then like some people may notice that you've done that and like really might be like, oh well, fuck you. You can like sneak into people's houses when they're not, well, like their apartments when they're not there, and like install cameras and shit to spy on them. And like here's the thing, like there is a doctor who can come to the building. Like it depends on who you let in, because whenever someone is kicked out or just simply leaves of their own accord, you have to like go through applications to fill in the apartment. And like if you get the doctor to come, that's great, because it's like I'm pretty sure it's like an inevitable thing that your daughter will like get like, you know, fucking some sort of like cancer or something like that. I don't know the exact thing, but just some like really horrible like life-threatening disease / condition. And the doctor can help you make her better, but the problem is that the doctor is not necessarily a dissenter, but just like he does things that the government doesn't like. So it's like and if you find that information out and don't report it, you could end up being massively fined, or worse, kicked out as the manager. So it's like you have to like toss up between whether or not you leave the doctor alone to help your daughter, or you report him, which inevitably means that like either your daughter could die or you could be kicked out of your position and therefore all of you die. And all this sort of shit.
Sounds interesting.
And like the worst part is like the first time I went through the game, I was trying to be a nice guy about everything. And I got maybe about 3 or 4 hours in, and my son moved away and ended up getting killed in a police raid because his girlfriend was a dissenter, and she convinced the son to become a dissenter. So he ended up getting killed in a police raid. Then I couldn't pay for the surgery that the daughter needed quickly enough. Like I literally got the money like 10 minutes after she died.
El grande oof.
Yeah. And so she dies, and then like one day you go to sleep and you wake up the next morning to find your wife has like hung herself in the closet.
Oh
Because,
no!
yeah, it's like it's a really dark game. I mean, it's like super interesting with its mechanics and stuff, and like a lot of it, if you're doing it right, like you can like get a fair way into the game, but like in order to basically to get anywhere, like except everybody dying in your family, you like kind of have to be a total asshole to everybody in the building.
Yeah. Let's throw out Plip. Yeah, it sounds like one of those games where it's like I assume you can do false reports to get like a quick boost of money.
I believe you can, but if you do too many of them, they start like auditing you, and they're like, "Hey, fucking making false reports to get money. Ah, fuck you," and then they fine you. So yes, you can, but it's not advised.
Yeah. Finally, JoJo learned an electric move.
I haven't played fucking Beholder 2 yet, though. I have it, but I've never actually fucking installed it.
Also, like speaking of JoJo and what the fuck's the actual Pokemon's name?
Shanks.
Shinx, yeah. Like, one thing I've noticed is that almost everybody who catches one and they nickname it, or at least in almost every playthrough I've seen, like their name has always been a play on Cleopatra.
Oh yeah, because it's like a sphinx.
Yeah, like the two that I remember is I want to say it was Luca Jen, like one of the Let's Players I watch. When she was playing through this game blind, she caught one and just named her Cleo. And when Team 4-Star did their Nuzlocke for this, also what the fuck, Stunky? Like, you almost killed Flip. Like when Team 4-Star was doing their Nuzlocke of this, they caught one and named it Cleocatra.
Yeah.
Yay, I defeated the Galactic Runs.
I saw a
What? Flip is evolving!
post. I saw a post recently, like, well, it wasn't recently, but it was like actually like not long after Sword and Shield came out, so like, geez, almost a year ago. Where it was like a comic where someone catches whatever the hell evolves into Corviknight.
Excuse me.
And they just call it like Tiny Bird.
Like Beep Peep or something like that?
Huh?
Like, it was like something like Beep and Peep or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So they called it Tiny Bird. And then it's like they're going up
Wrong
against
move.
Bede. And they're like go Tiny Bird. He's like, oh, what Tiny Bird? What's it gonna be? A tiny? And it's like just fucking giant Corviknight comes out. He's like, oh no.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It was like Beep Cheap or something like that.
Yeah, Beep Cheap. That's it.
Yeah, and then at the end, it was like the trainer like hugging the Corviknight. It's like, it's still baby though.
Yeah.
Like,
Beep Cheap wants to be patted.
honestly, one of my favorite things about when a new Pokemon game comes out, other than playing the game, because fuck yeah, Pokemon, like, is seeing artists draw themselves as their trainers doing shit.
Yeah.
Like all like the little comics and shit just that show up, and it's like it's all so good. Like fucking yeah, like that one for example. And like, because the trainers are now customizable, like half the time they'll draw them as like either as like their as the default trainer, or they'll do it as like their custom one. Though honestly, I think one of my personal favorite ones was two of my personal favorite ones both had Gloria, the female trainer for Sword and Shield. Like, one of them had like the last, like, oh wow, she's really cute, and then like she starts speaking like, oh no, she's Scottish, because it's like a heavy Scottish slang. And the other one was
searching Beep Cheap was a fucking mistake, because now I've seen images of that one sheep character from Zootopia that I really didn't want to see.
Yeah, and like then there was other one. Then like there's other one. The other one was Like, this came out before the game did. So they drew, like, Gloria walking through, like, a palace, like, okay, I finally made it to the champion. Like, I wonder what they're gonna be like. And it's just the fucking Queen of England with 2 level 100 corgis.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh fuck,
That's
JoJo's
bad.
been poisoned. But hey, I finally have a fucking electric move, so this Zubat's a joke.
JoJo's been poisoned, so what? It's that one episode from Stardust Crusaders then.
Yes. And like and part of the plot from Battle Tendency.
I haven't seen any of Battle Tendency. Wait, no, Battle Tendency was season 2.
Yeah, that was part 2.
Yeah. For some reason, my brain, like, went Battle Tendency. That's season 4.
Yeah,
Battle
4's
Tendency is Diamond is Unbreakable.
yeah, 4's Diamond is Unbreakable.
Yeah. Which is just like a fucking slapping title when you think about it.
Yeah. But then again, JoJo slaps, so just
Yeah.
in general. Also, yay, Nightmare's been defeated. By this
Success.
fucking Perugly.
So, my lorikeet just had a drink of water, and then we give him dry mix, which is like a substitute for like their nectar diet.
Yeah.
He dunked it in there, and his beak was all wet. So he come out, his beak was just covered in like white powder, and he looks like a little coke addict.
See, if you didn't say that, I was gonna make the joke.
So was I.
I'm like, you look like a little coke addict, and then like our other lorikeet started licking it off his beak.
Davy Joneson, man.
Oh, did anyone watch that that video of like the interview with Ozzy Osbourne about how he came up with the song "It's a Raid"?
I have not.
Didn't even know you sent it.
Yeah, you need to watch it because it's fantastic.
Okay.
Basically, I'll tell you. They rented a house in Bel Air when they're working on a new album. And he had a big pile of cocaine and a big pile of pot sitting on the table. And he said it was hot as hell, and there were these buttons on the wall, and he didn't know what they do. He's like, one of them must be for the air conditioning, so he pushes the buttons. 5 minutes later, there's like fucking 6 or 7 cop cars come running down, like racing down the drive, and he just gets up and he screams, "It's a raid!" So apparently him and the roadie took the pile of pot and the pile of cocaine into the bathroom, and Ozzy's like, "Whoa, I don't want to, I can't flush all this, there's so much of it." So he's just fucking snorting it. Apparently he didn't sleep for a week.
Yeah, that sounds about
dead.
that sounds about right.
Yeah. So then he just gets up and screams, "It's a raid!" And that's like how the song starts. And I'm like, that story's amazing. It might be, it's as
Really
good
bad
as,
for your brain is what it is.
yeah. But it's just as good as the one of the time he got arrested for pissing on the Alamo.
I don't even know what the Alamo is.
He's actually banned from that state.
Yeah, the Alamo it's a bit of it's like an American history thing.
I know that.
Also, what
yeah.
the fuck? That scratch did like 20 damage. I'm just gonna be on a fucking healing loop. Cause it's fucking Perugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, the Alamo was this thing where a bunch of... Honestly, I honestly can't remember, you know, which is kind of funny considering that the phrase associated with it is "remember the Alamo."
Yeah. Well, he's banned from ever performing in San Antonio again.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like it's like
Oh wait, no, it's fine because apparently in '92 he made a public apology and donated $10,000 to the Daughters of the
fucking
Republic of Texas.
wrong Pokemon. Okay, I'm really not liking this Perugly. Why is this thing so tanky?
had to spend the night in jail because he's like, man, I need a piss. So he just pissed on. He's like, it was this old war. He's like, oh, I could go there. And Brian Johnson, when AC/DC performed in Russia, he pissed on Sputnik. He said he needed to have a piss, and he's like, it was dark, and there was just this plinth. So I was like, the next thing you know, this guard comes over yelling at me in Russian. Turns out I just pissed on Sputnik.
Honestly, that sounds like Honestly, that sounds like a great idea for for the start of an encounter in a D&D game.
What, you just pee on like the local statue or something?
Yeah, like one of the members of the party is drunk. They go stumble out because they have to pee, and they end up pissing on the local shrine and piss off half the town.
Yeah.
And you got to do like mini quests to make it up for everyone, and then there's just one main quest.
Yeah, it's just like that's what you do at level 1, and then just the rest of the game is just fixing everything for everyone so they stop hating you.
I mean, that could actually be fun depending on what the quests are.
Yeah, it's like you get all the way out to level 19, and what gets you your XP for level 20 is you just get a cat out of a tree.
Yeah. like you literally piss on the grave of a local hero or some shit.
Or you piss on a shrine and piss off the local god.
Yeah.
I hope you realize that I'm the one that's running D&D next, so you guys are just giving me ideas.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking YMCA. Fucking bullshit.
Dude, that was the best.
It was, but I'm just pissed that it was so obvious, and at the same time, just this feels really anticlimactic. This is bullshit.
To be fair, it was just a one shot.
Yeah,
but yeah, just to tell
we got chased by a mysterious darkness the entire time.
Yeah, just to tell the story so that the people watching know. I needed to work on my campaign more, so Alex was running a one shot, and it was like a 2 or 3 session one shot, where we're basically running
shot.
Yeah, we're basically running away from an encroaching darkness, and we noticed that everything
which I will admit that I stole the idea of that from the comic Goblins.
Yeah, but literally that thing scared the shit out of me because you're like, I dare you to throw something into it, and I did, and you're like, yeah, you don't remember what doing that action. I was like, oh no.
No, I pretty much said just are you sure you even threw anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
she basically just erases it.
Yeah, and so there was a bunch of puzzles which were from a bunch of different other little one-shot campaigns that you just kind of stitched together. Yeah. And the final puzzle was there were 4 pedestals, each with a tablet on them, that had a specific image that looked like letters. And it turns out that the letters that they spelled out were YMCA, and the
image vaguely looked like the letters, and I was trying to describe it so that it wouldn't be super obvious that that's what it was.
Yeah, but then the answer to the puzzle was to have our characters actually do the YMCA dance.
Each tablet had a word in a different language that, when translated, started with one of the letters for YMCA. And they were trying to rearrange them to spell something, to try to work out what the words could possibly mean, and therefore thinking maybe it's an elemental thing, the 4 elements of the universe. Because granted, 2 of them were a fountain and a tree. But it's just they just kept doing shit like that for ages. And the thing is, Afro worked it out in like about 2 seconds, but like nobody thought that I would be that stupid enough to make that the puzzle.
He's like, it's probably YMCA, but he's like, he's not that. He's not gonna be that stupid.
So
I don't know, like I,
so
but,
yeah,
I don't know, like I didn't say it wouldn't be that stupid, but I said it would but it probably wouldn't be that much of a joke, essentially, like something
Yeah.
along those lines.
And then eventually they put them back where they were, and I think it was Afro just out of nowhere was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do like a Y pose, and so, and I'm like, the first tablet glows, and then the entire party was just like, oh.
Oh no, I was laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. Brendan left the room.
Yeah, Brendan's just like, all right, fuck this, and just left.
That was great.
Oh, it was the best shit.
Like, I can't remember. I did something like that for something, but I can't remember what it was. What the fuck was it?
Was it something that we saw, or was it for a local group?
No, it was something that you guys. It was something that you guys did.
Oh, okay. I
Like-
know you've made several JoJo's references.
Yes, I have. And one thing that I did that it wasn't even part. It was just a joke. But I think I laughed at it more than any of you guys did. Was I got the was like I was like they were in an area that was basically kind of like the Feywild. And
Yeah.
they're like you can almost hear the wind singing. And then I played a vocal only version of Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. Which like you guys all laughed, but I couldn't breathe. Also, probably shouldn't have JoJo out to fight a Geodude.
No.
Like but I know I did one of those references that like made everyone laugh and Brandon almost leave the game. I just can't for the life of me remember what it was.
I don't know.
Like,
honestly.
like we have been doing this campaign for like what, like 2 years or so now. So
Yeah. The better part of 2 years, yeah.
yeah. Which, thankfully, for me at least, because I'm burnt the fuck out. Thankfully, the session for this Friday should be the last one, unless you
And
guys
I'm like kind of on edge about that because it's like I got really attached to Shurxa.
Yeah, I've gotten quite attached to Uthal.
it's like we'll go back to them to do it for like one shots and stuff, but like I'm kind I need to stop DMing for a while. Like
Oh no, I get it.
I
Like,
am
I was
burnt
DM
out.
For, like, I was DM for our group for like what, like the first like 6 years.
yeah.
I know
Yeah.
exactly what it's like.
I would offer, but I'm very shit at DMing still. So I'm trying to train up and like watch videos, read books on it.
Okay,
I still have no clue
here's a
what I'm
tip. Here's a tip. The only way you are going to learn how to DM is to actually do it. Like watching videos, you will not learn anywhere near enough to do it because a lot of like what you watch in videos, it's just general advice. But like you don't really get how to put it into practice until you actually do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, I'm a perfectionist, so
I'm telling you, you will never, under any circumstances, get to the point that me and Afro are at, unless you start actually DMing.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where you can't, where like watching videos and stuff, like it'll give you some, like it's more along the things. Okay, you start, then you go back and watch, then like you watch videos to get a feel for like, okay, this is what it might be like. Then you go do it, and then you watch the videos again or watch more videos and be like, okay, how can I like shape this up better?
Yeah.
Because like the thing is, watching the videos and stuff makes it seem like even though they all say it's like, dude, it's like 80% improv. Like watching the videos won't necessarily get you like watching the videos doesn't do how much improv it actually is justice. Because
Yeah.
like for my at first, like when I first started DMing, I like tried to plan things out meticulously. And by like the second time I DM'd, I just threw all that out the window. Be like, okay, I'm just gonna do super basic points and just let them do whatever, and just let them fill in the rest, do whatever the fuck they want, just make it up all on the fly.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I don't know if I told you, Brandon. I definitely told Afro because I was talking about it yesterday. Essentially, like this next game that I'm running is going to be run by the Frostmaiden. So, because like the one that I've been writing, I have spent way too much time world building and basically no time at all writing the campaign. I know that like some dot points, but like not enough to actually start. And as a result, it's just like, it's gonna make a lot more sense if I just run Rime of the Frostmaiden. That way, everything's already done, and that way I can finish up the general world. Because I would like my world to simply be like, okay, I can just write a story, and then if you go to a certain place, I still have information for you, rather than trying to make it up.
Yeah, because like the thing is, like no matter, like even if you think even if you think even if you know your players better than they know themselves, they're still going to throw you a curveball that you could have never seen coming.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean, it'd be great if Sun Tzu did like an art of DMing.
Yeah, basically for like the campaign I've been doing, I've been doing almost like the bare bones basics. Like these are the NPCs that are in this area. Like I have the maps that I know they're going to go through. I got encounters set up for those areas that I hope will be, fun and not a complete curb stomp one way or the other. But it's like, and I have okay, see these are like the general personalities of these NPCs. But other than that, it's like I have no idea what you guys are gonna do. I don't know if you're gonna get to a town and immediately go get shit-faced. Don't know if you're gonna go out and be like, okay, we're gonna spend 4 days in the town, like getting gear made, or there's no way to fully prepare, because you don't know exactly what the players are gonna do, which is 90% of the fun, because it's like if you want to have full control of the party and what they're gonna do, play a fucking video game.
Yep.
And it's even then it's when I build encounters, I try to leave it kind of open, because I don't know what the fuck you guys are gonna do. I don't know if it's nice to plan for stuff, but you don't know when they're gonna roll a natural 1 or a natural 20.
Yeah.
You guys could for the upcoming fights you guys have, you can make a perfectly immaculate plan and then roll a nat 1 and the entire thing blows up in your face. or you can be like, or you can just pull some shit out of your ass like and roll like 3 nat 20s, and be like, okay,
Yeah.
he's like, okay, you guys like you guys literally convinced existence itself to just roll back like 4 hours or some weird temporal bullshit like that.
Yeah.
By the way, JoJo
And
evolved.
you also, I know, I saw. You also can't predict someone like throwing a completely broken character at you. Hey, Afro. I mean, the thing is, like, you didn't even read Riveter's sheet before you just let me use her.
That I didn't.
And like, I know that like the first time she was in a fight, you're like, shit, I should have checked first.
Yep. But then again, I'm also kind of used to that because in my local group, one of the players there who we play at his house, Brian, is what I'll call him. He has the habit of rolling super well when making characters, and then finding ways to make them insanely broken. Like in one of the last campaigns we did, he was playing a monk called Isor, which is Roshi backwards. Because he just fucking like half his character names are like that. It's infuriating. But like not only did he roll really well when making Isor, but the DM let him get enchanted hand wraps. So as part of his punch with that hand, he could the wrap on one hand cast lightning and the wrap on the other hand cast thunder. And it's like,
Oh my god.
and like because of shit like that, like, and the fact that we had that by the time we actually got to the end of that campaign, we started with a party of 3, we ended with a party of 8. Well, not 8, but 6 or 7 characters, player characters.
Damn.
So he was basically running a tweaked version of Storm King's Thunder.
Okay.
And so it's he had to basically bump up the difficulty of everything, otherwise we still steamrolled half of it.
You're going from a campaign that expects 4 characters to literally double that.
Yeah, that and we had pretty good characters. I was playing my Tabaxi samurai fighter Hitokiri, and I rolled pretty good for her, but I also got my hands on some pretty good gear. And fucking Isor was OP as shit. So because we had a lot more people, and because the party was so much more powerful, he had to drastically bump up the difficulty. I mean, I think with the final fight, it was supposed to be the boss of the fire giants and maybe one other dude. But
Okay.
instead, it was the boss of the fire giants, 3 more giants of varying type, and 2 or 3 of them summoned fire elementals.
Oh wow, okay.
And that made an actual and challenging encounter. I got this chick following me now. Okay, sweet. Yeah, she's the one who's she's the one with the Chansey who will heal you after every fight. So everything in here is a double battle. But but during that boss fight, I ended up we still almost died, but
Oh my god, that lady, her hair is just leaves.
Yep. I ended up making like I actually ended up making the encounter quite a bit easier because like I myself was fighting a stone giant, I believe, or a normal fire giant. Like the fire elemental they spawned and an ogre all at once, and like, and because of I actually spent literally that entire encounter on fire because the elemental would set me on fire, and using an action to put the fire out was a waste of an action because it would just light me up the next turn. And everyone else was dealing with all the other giants, so I spent the entire encounter on fire. And I killed
you mean how I got thrown off that dragon and just fucking into lava?
To be fair, it wasn't actually lava, it was almost lava. Like, it was like...
Oh, I see. That makes it okay then.
Dude, as I said then, if it was actual lava, Shurkso would be dead.
No, that's not how lava works. His feet wouldn't be there anymore, but he could get out of it before he melted. Don't even know how lava works. Jeez.
He would be dead. He did not land on his feet.
You didn't specify what he landed on.
Either way...
See, I pay attention.
Either way, he would have been fucking dead.
You say that. You're just a shitty friend, aren't you?
No, I am a DM. Alright.
So you have that like fucking just evil streak.
I forgot to swap JoJo out of the front of the party. Need to have other dudes level up. Oh yeah, now my Starly's paralyzed.
JoJo?
Huh? JoJo's level
JoJo?
16.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I kind of like how like we haven't been, like none of us have been really paying attention to the fucking game I'm playing.
Why would we? Dude, yesterday when I was playing Mario, like we were talking about Dark Souls, like for like 60% of it.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
So there is that.
This place is actually a pretty good place to grind up Starly and Nightmare. Because this is like mostly grass and bugs.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's the mossy stone to evolve. Yay, Bunnery! I need one.
Well, hope the chance he doesn't need it.
First, let's do wing attack on Bidoof. Bidurf.
Are you after Baneri just because you want the fucking Playboy Pokemon?
Dude, I legitimately love Lopunny.
I don't understand the appeal, honestly. Like, as in, like, separate from whether or not it's a good Pokemon, I don't understand why it's a sexy Pokemon. It's just a rabbit.
It's partly the very feminine design.
I suppose. I don't know. I guess I'm just not a furry enough to like appreciate that aspect of it.
Okay, well they keep using Defense Curl, so now no matter what we do, we shouldn't kill them.
At least in theory. You might get like an Ultra Crit.
Yeah, unfortunately. Should take out Bidurp.
Bidurp. Honestly, if I ever play a game where I can catch a Bidoof, I'm gonna call it Bidurp.
Yeah, last time we were streaming, I said like me and like the one person who was talking in chat named off like 15 different things like that. Let's throw a Pokeball because I don't have anything better at the moment. Bedorf.
I like Bederp because he just looks like that.
Egg bomb. I'm just gonna start hucking Pokeballs because Chansey's just gonna keep like chipping its health away. Yeehaw! Baneri has been caught.
I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but like, it is extremely cold here today, and my nose does not like it.
Oh yeah, you've been sniffling the entire stream. Let's give it a
I've been
nickname.
sneezing every like about 15 minutes too. Lucky I catch it with the fucking mute button each time.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna name
I
it.
knew you were gonna do that.
Honestly, that's what I named it originally when I caught my first Baneri. And then I used it to breed a shiny Baneri, which I named Bun Bun Jr.
Wow.
I just want to, get a couple more levels. Just want to get another 1 or 2 levels for Starly and
Also, a rabbit and a thing that can't move.
Oh shit! It's actually time for another break.
Is it?
Yeah,
I haven't been paying attention.
yeah. Like
We've been talking about D&D.
Yeah, like I try to take a break roughly every hour, and we just hit this. We just hit the second hour. Okay, so
Speaking of, after the session this week, I mean, presuming we get it finished, remind me to send everybody the new player options I bought.
Alrighty then. Okay, so after this fight, we're gonna switch over to break. Gonna do a couple more battles like during the break because I'm kind of set right now, so like I don't need to go grab anything. I might as well grab another drink, but then again that's like right over there, so it's not like that'll take me 5 minutes to do. Cascoon, you fuck. You know, I just had a thought.
My god, Chansey has terrible accuracy.
Yeah, I think Egg Bomb is one of those moves that doesn't have great accuracy. You know, one thing I just thought.
I suppose it is a grenade, isn't it?
Chansey gives a shit ton of experience when it's knocked out. Would I get experience if I knocked out my partner's Pokemon?
I mean, possibly.
Questions for later. All right, switching.
Try to the break.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna be on intermission for a little bit. So like 5 to 10 minutes. So grab a drink, use the bathroom, grab a snack, do what you gotta do. All right. We'll see you in a few. Okay, we're back. That was a little bit longer of a break than I thought it would be. But yeah, we got Nightmare and Starly we got Nightmare level 15. Starly evolved to Staravia, which as I said, kind of sounds like a prescription drug.
Does a bit, yeah.
Or like that, or like some weird well, the closest thing I could think to of it was a quote unquote probiotic yogurt called Activia that was like supposed to help women's health. That was supposed to like help with that was supposed to do something positive to like with women's health or something. I'm not 100% sure. It's weird. Shit's weird, man.
Can be.
Oh hey, Chansey's paralyzed. But yeah, like okay, so I did actually see if
You just wrecked the shit out of that fucking caterpillar.
Yep.
I was about to say slug. That would have been wrong.
Okay, so I did actually check to see like if I would get experience from knocking out Chansey during battle. But because its soft boil was actually pretty strong, so like I couldn't actually, so it would heal itself faster than I could kill it. So right now, if I attacked it, it'd probably die.
Kick its ass!
Nah, he's soft boiled,
Damn.
which recovers half
Okay.
HP.
After making many trips up and down my stairs, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Holy shit, I'm out of breath.
Hello, bye.
I am very out of shape.
Honestly, same. In fact, after the stream, I should actually probably like get some exercise in.
Yeah, Beat Saber.
I was about to say by basically playing the Caramel Dancin' like modded song on Beat Saber like 8 times in a row.
Or you give your mind a workout with Dark Souls.
Yeah, but that's a mind workout. He needs a body workout.
No.
Plus, that's
no.
not even really. Plus, that's like I'm at the point where it's not even really a mind workout.
Yeah, like I'm at that point already. Like I've been at that point with Dark Souls for so long that like I again I said this yesterday. I play Dark Souls to relax.
Same.
Most people play Dark Souls to have fun. I play it to just unwind.
Okay, so this is like a double battle. Like the other dude's Pokemon have all been knocked out because they were all fucking like they were all like bugs. And this is the first Pokemon that the other person had lost. Like this Pachirisu that's almost killed Chansey like 4 times. Oh, she only had 1 Pokemon.
Well, there you go.
Item. Paralyze heal. Now I remember back in the day where like where the item paralyze heal was just Parl's heal. Because of character limits on the Game Boy screen.
Yeah, that's right.
And a Poison Cure Berry was a PSN Cure Berry.
Yeah.
Which also just kind of reminds me of the time that I think it was pretty early on in the PS3's life cycle where like they got hacked so bad that they gave everyone a free month of PlayStation Plus and like 3 free games.
Yeah.
I still have the PlayStation Mini game that I got from that installed on my PS3. That's mostly because I like tower defense games, and it's a stupidly difficult tower defense game. Like, I have never actually cleared a map on it in like the fucking decade I've had it.
Yeah.
It's like called like Vector TD. Like as it like
Vector TD.
the soundtrack is like pretty good. It's like pretty chill techno music, but it's like the health of like the things that are coming through just ramps up so much that and the maps are separate and like the specific, and they all have the same health no matter what like difficulty you're on. Like it's just like each map has its own like difficulty setting, which is like how many like bends, turns, and loops are in it. And even on like the easiest map, I've never been able to beat it because there gets a point where your towers just do barely any damage to it. Do the things.
Okay.
Like I still like it. It's like it's one of those things where it's like, okay, like I'm not gonna be sleeping in the next like 2 hours, so I'll spend like 45 minutes just playing this to just to turn off my brain for a bit.
Yeah. You know what's a fun tower defense game?
What?
Mhm.
Desktop defense. Does anybody know what that is?
I
Nope.
feel like I've heard of it. Like that sounds extremely.
I know that you've seen it, Brendan, because we used to play it in high school.
That sounds extremely
Oh, is that
familiar.
the one where it's got like all the ants and that you can put on and...
No. It's essentially you just have like an open fucking table field, and like enemies can come from either from either one side or from the top or both, and you can put towers down anywhere, and they have to go around them, so you can actually like make your own pathway through it. And it's quite a fun little game.
You'll
Go
have.
play Desktop Defense. I'll send you a link.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna have to send me a link because I'm gonna have to check this out because I love me a good tower defense game.
Yeah.
Like one that I used to play in like
I put the link in Discord.
nice. Like one that I used to play all the fucking time back in like high school was called, I think it was called it was like Mushroom something. And basically, like, there was like a path through a village, like a little like mushroom village. You place down mushrooms, and like you can level them up for their base stats, but you can also give them specific gems, each one representing like a different like element or effect. And you can give them up to 3 gems, and you can mix and match them to change the effect. Like,
okay.
like giving them like something like 2 rubies and like a diamond, make it so they deal fire damage, but they also like slows an enemy. Like they'll,
Okay, yeah.
or like you can give it like a earth gem, something else, and another earth gem, and it'll be like a poison effect. And like it doesn't just like these gems, like it also mattered what order you put them in, I think.
Right.
Like, it wasn't Mushroom Wars, because that's an entirely different game. Like, that's a game I actually got on my PS3, and I got the sequel on my phone because it's of course the sequel is a mobile game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different type of tower defense game, kind of. Well, no, it's not. It's basically like most of your units will produce. Well, like most of your buildings will produce units to a point. You can upgrade your units so they'll produce more. You can upgrade your buildings to produce more units, and then you send those units off to another building. And as long as like the number you send in there is more than a number they have in there, you take over. You can take the building. But while you're sending units in there, the enemy can send units into the same building to reinforce it, and vice versa.
See, I've played other games that are very similar to this. Like I've one on my phone called Tentacle Wars.
Oh my!
It's like literally like you just have like a virus or something, and like it sends out tentacles to touch other cells and tries to infect them, while another virus tries to infect the other cells as well.
Oh my!
And there's another one. It's like what is it like? It's like Fontanica, or like, but something. I don't know. It's like it's exactly the same thing, except again, it's like plants and stuff. And like it's like instead of like a virus or any like little people, it's like spores.
Yeah, that's one thing
that's same concept.
Yeah, that's one thing that the mobile market is super good at.
Yeah, flash games.
Yeah, it's like literally cloning each other and trying to sell it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I mean, nobody fucking knows what Crush the Castle is, but I know what it is because I played it before fucking Angry Birds came out, and then everybody knew what Angry Birds, but nobody fucking knows what Crush the Castle is anymore.
I've played a game like that, but I don't know if it was called Crush the Castle.
It's like literally, like, fuck, words, brain happens
like
things.
it's literally Angry Birds, but like medieval castle themed.
Yeah. Like instead of, and the thing is, I will give you that like Angry Birds is slightly better designed because of the different abilities, because it's like Crush the Castle, like it was just you had a trebuchet and you were launching boulders, and then you were launching big boulders, and you were launching a group of boulders, and you were launching a group of big boulders, and that was it.
Just like the Earth magic in fucking Quest 64.
Yeah, that's right. A boulder, a big boulder, and lots of boulders.
And lots of bigger boulders. Yeah. Honestly, I do actually want to get that game so I can play it and see how bad it is.
Dude, good luck. It's not cheap.
Like I remember at one point when I looked at it, it was actually pretty cheap, but it has gone up in price.
Yeah.
At least
as do a lot of things that once the YouTuber looks at them.
Yeah, like I think last time I looked at it here, like I found one for like not like in box. I think it was just a loose cartridge, but it was like $16, like US.
Okay, so it's not quite as expensive as what I last saw it. Maybe the value's gone down a bit, but like I'm seeing it like complete in box for about $120 Australian. So that'd be like $80 American. Ish.
Honestly, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's more expensive than I was. Not it's less expensive than I was expecting, but yeah, it's still not what you'd call cheap.
Let's do Spark on Neri. Which reminds me, I'm gonna have to do a lot of grinding with my Baneri once I get it out of the PC.
Yeah, I don't know why the hell I thought about this, but I mentioned it in Discord. I don't know if anybody saw it because nobody fucking responded to it, but like whatever, I don't care. But like, I was playing this game with Joe last night. I don't want to say its name because people will look at me strange, but essentially it's a like a voice command game, like in the vein of Hey You Pikachu.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, like I did see that, but that was like 3 or 4 hours after it. So I just didn't respond.
That's all good. but yeah, like, and because it's in Japanese, the game, yeah, the game doesn't really respond to English words very well. And like, I was just getting so frustrated with it because like it's like I was trying to like you have to teach it words, and it's like I was pronouncing it right. Like I absolutely was, because there was times where it's like I would say it and it would immediately get it, and I would say it again and it would get it. It's just repeatedly understand it, but just never actually like do the yes I've learned it thing. I was just getting so frustrated with it. So I just started saying, you know, fuck you to do it. And it like every time I said fuck you, and with consistency, I checked, it's like every single time I said fuck you, it would respond, curtain. I just, what the fuck, why?
Yay, JoJo now has a move that's actually worth a damn that isn't Spark.
Yeah. Why curtain?
He can bite now. Honestly, I couldn't fucking tell you.
And the worst part is that like I didn't know how to save it. I thought it saved automatically, and it doesn't.
Oof.
So I was just like, there's no way for me to click the save button. So I was just like, or there is no save button to click. So I was just like, okay, I guess I'll just turn the console off and turn it back on and see if it's saved. And of course it doesn't. So like, I literally have to go through all that again. And like, the worst part is that it's like, the game works in fucking real time. You have like 3 real world days to teach it 20 words. And it's like, I taught it 20 words in the space of like 2 hours. It's like, I know that I just complained about it being like frustrating, but like, it's like, just believe me, the frustration was more with the fact that it wasn't understanding for stupid reasons, and not with how long it took. But it's like, in the space of like 2 hours, maybe 3, I taught it the 20 words, and it's like, so when I go back in and try to figure out how to save it and teach it the fucking 20 words again, I literally have to wait 3 days for the next thing to happen in the game.
Fucking ow. Like, what the fuck?
Right?
I mean, I get that, like that, what system was this on?
Xbox.
Okay, so it was a bit, it's like, I get that voice recognition software wasn't that great back then. Like,
it still isn't, if we're being honest.
yeah, like, I was actually, like,
it's vastly improved, but, you know.
oh yeah, like, back when I was in, like, middle school, like, I was one of the first, like, people in, I was one of the first kids in the country to get, like, basically, like, a text-to-speech, like, a speech-to-text thing.
Yeah.
Like, because I have trouble, because I had trouble, like, writing essays and stuff.
Right.
Like, partly because, like, it was easier to verbalize my train of thought than it is to type it out, which is kind of fucking scary considering I can't talk half the time. And like that, and I spoke, and like this was before I really like learned how to type good. Like, this was before I started playing like MMOs that were just like text chat, so I didn't learn how to type, so I didn't learn how to type good, so I wasn't good at typing at the time. And we had to spend, and like, I had to spend like 3 weeks training it to, like reading off these things to train it to like learn my voice and speech patterns and stuff, and it still barely worked,
Yeah. Well, just to show you how ridiculous, like, this thing's understanding of voice recognition is, because remember, it's a Japanese game. Whether it's on a non-Japanese console or it's on a Japanese console or whatever, it's irrelevant because it's the software that deals with the recognition, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, okay, the most infuriating one is like telling it how to say round table, which in Japanese is maru table. Like the amount of times I said that, and it just was going, what? I don't understand, huh? Am I just throwing up just an error message? And then I swear to God, I started saying it in an Australian accent, like Maru Tabaru, and it's just like, oh yeah, instantly gets it.
I was gonna say just put more English in it. It'll get it.
Dude, seriously, the English is what made it able to understand what I was saying.
Honestly, I am somehow not surprised.
And it's like, I know enough about fucking Japanese pronunciation that I know how to pronounce things correctly. Like, sure, maybe I don't put the exact right emphasis on certain things, and it's like, but I was like even checking, making sure I was doing the right emphasis on words that it just was not getting. So I was just like, okay, maybe the emphasis is wrong, I'll check that online, and it's like, no, I'm saying it right, and I would just go, okay, say it with, like, English voice, and now it gets it perfectly. But, like, even that one, the fucking round table, I must have said round table in Japanese, like, upwards of 170 times before it actually got it.
Oof.
And like, the weird thing is, it's like, mop is a really easy one, and granted it's easy, because it's literally moppe. That's it. And it's like, I said that twice and it got it. So, the fact that okay, see, like, the thing is, it doesn't just go, yep, I understand. It actually repeats what you said back to it. And it's like, when I was trying to do it with a Japanese accent, the very few times it actually understood what I was saying in order to, in order to actually, like, show the hiragana up on screen, so I knew that it would get it. It's like, it would still, like, respond, like, it was like stuttering, like,
Oh, nice.
I
She gave you the soup
quite
bell.
understand. Oh, cool.
That'll actually make training Baneri way easier.
Yeah. But, like, because it was doing that, like the whole it doesn't quite understand, like something's wrong. It gets the hiragana, but it doesn't, like, actually like, retain the information, sort of thing. But then when I was saying it with, like, Australian accent, it was literally, like, pronouncing it exactly perfectly every single fucking time, like, without fail. It was even pronouncing it with a proper Japanese accent repeatedly. And like I said, I fucking said this word like 170 times before it actually goes, yep, got it, finally. And that was the last word I was trying to teach him. Like, cool, what happens now? And nothing did. So I looked it up and it's just like, oh, brilliant. I just have to not play the game for several days. My god, it was infuriating.
Okay,
Joe sort of
let's...
stopped breathing when it started saying Kurt Mattis.
Okay, let's look at this Baneri. Bashful nature. I want to say that increases special defense?
No, Bashful is flat.
Okay, so it's no effect on stats.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck ass klutz.
I don't know what that is.
It can't use held items.
Oh. Oh, it's literally written right there on the screen. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Well, looks like I'm catching another Baneri.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually I shouldn't care about, like, stuff like that, but I kind of do.
I mean, this Pokemon is literally like, hey, I found a new friend. Oh, it's gonna stick me in a box? And replace me with a better one?
I mean, to be fair, they, like, Baneri, like, when you catch them, they start with most Pokemon start with a base friendship stat. Like for example, like let's say, like, I don't know the actual numbers, but let's say the friendliness is on a scale from 1 to 100. Like, most Pokemon might start with a friendship stat of like 20 or 30, but Neri starts with 0.
Oh yeah,
wow.
the Neri hates you from the get-go.
Fucking hate you starting out.
Yeah, and literally the only way to make it evolve into Waifu Rabbit is to make it like you.
Yep, max friendship.
Which makes it even creepier that it's a Waifu Rabbit.
Yeah.
It's like you're literally like grooming a child.
I would not go that far.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's like that.
It's like
yeah,
I know that that's extreme, but it was the joke. Statement was meant as a joke, but it's you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I don't get like the appeal of Lopunny. I really don't.
Honestly, I just find it fucking adorable. To be perfectly honest.
Also, why do people like pronounce it Lopunny?
I don't know.
Oh, good. We've moved on from that topic. I literally just like took my headphones off and walked out of the room at that point. I was like, I'm not getting into this.
Like, honestly, I have like honestly, why do like people will? Oh, it's mostly because like there was no like voice, so people read it a certain way, and that's just how it's stuck in their head. And plus,
yeah, but Lopunny, bunny and lop-eared. It's clearly got lop ears.
but the thing is, like, some people will still read it a certain way, and then it'll be like that forever, even if it's based off of something that's very like simple, or if it's an actual real world thing. Like for example, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. There are still people who pronounce it Ocarina because that's how they read it.
Oh, I know.
And
yeah,
like,
I get that.
and another example is like from Pokemon is Arceus, like the creator deity. Like, and the thing is, this is also one of those things where, like, you can't tell from official pronunciations because
they say it both fucking ways, and
Yep.
it's annoying as all shit.
Yep, Arceus and Arceus, they say it both ways. And honestly,
I used to say Arceus, but now I say Arceus because like Arceus kind of sounds like arcane, which makes sense because magic. And also, Silvalley's ability is RKS system, and it's exactly the same ability as what Arceus has.
yeah.
So RKS system. So Arceus is how you're supposed to pronounce it. That is my reasoning. You won't convince me otherwise.
Okay, let's see if this one has a not absolutely horrible nature.
Oh my god.
Ability.
So, this is new.
It still
I
has
didn't notice
Klutz.
this Lol.
Piss.
I just noticed this. Rimworld, I didn't know if this was here to begin with or not, but it's got a difficulty called Losing is Fun. So the description is, this setting is designed to be unfair. Huge threats will crash upon you without mercy until your colony dies. Only choose this setting if you're happy with the drama of struggling and dying. Recommended for experienced players who want to face a brutal, unfair challenge where even great skill may not prevent death. Lovers of tragedy, and digital masochists.
I mean, it's not wrong. Oh, also another Pokemon that like I never understood like the pronunciation of is how many people say Arcanine. It's like it's clearly Arcanine because it's a fucking dog, canine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I do not understand how anybody read it as Arcanine and just did not put that together.
Even like, but like if you love Pokemon, you played like Pokemon Stadium, it goes, oh, it's Arcanine.
Yeah, but like we just said, like official pronunciations can't be like you can't base everything off of the official shit because even they fuck it up. Like indeed, Arceus and Arceus. They say
like-
both of those.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think in one of the movies it was like they said it Arceus, and then in like and then with Black and White they released like a little Pokedex app for like the DS, and that's an official thing. I think that one pronounced it Arceus, that or the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Arceus,
it's just-
Arceus, Arceus.
And
Like-
do not, under any circumstances, take the show at its word, because the show has no idea what the fuck it's talking about with most shit.
Oh yeah, like
Like-
fucking
Like Pokemon movesets, the fucking way you pronounce them, the fucking size of the Pokemon.
and how they call fucking Dunsparce a bug type. It's
Yeah.
not bug, it's ground.
Yup.
Like
'Cause
it's a fucking
it's based on
Tsuchinoko.
the yeah, I was about to say the same thing. And also, stuff like the size of the Pokemon is what blew me away, is because like Gengar in the show is like a foot tall. Gengar in the description of every official like thing aside from the show is like 6 feet.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's like my size.
Yeah, he's
And
huge.
yeah, and Charizard in the anime is like 8-9 feet tall, like tall enough for a 10-year-old to ride on it.
And that's Ash's one, and there are way bigger ones than that.
Yep.
In fucking Orange Isles.
And in the Pokedex, 5'5".
Yeah. Like that's shorter than my girlfriend, and she's a small person. And I don't get like most of what they do with the sizing of Pokemon. I mean, having said that, it's not really anything like what happens with Digimon at all, is it?
Honestly, I don't think people even care about Digimon that much.
No,
Like,
I know.
overall-
But this is like the one thing that I remember like being like whoa about is early on in Digimon when Agumon transforms into Greymon for the first time, and it's just like Agumon, something that is like 3 feet tall, to Greymon, a literal skyscraper. Like it's like Greymon was like 50 to 60 feet tall. What the fuck? How does that happen?
They are made out of computer code,
I mean, yeah, there is that.
so they do not have to follow the laws of physics at all.
But there was that bit where they were in the
Well-
real world in like one of the movies.
Well, you know what? What's a quirky nature, real quick?
Quirky. Flat.
Okay, good. Because this one doesn't have Klutz, it has Runaway.
Okay.
Like it's still like a fair. It's still not the best ability, because it
I mean, it's better than Klutz.
yeah like Runaway just guarantees that you will escape a wild encounter. Because usually it's
Also, this generation
Does-
didn't have hidden abilities yet, did it?
no hidden abilities were introduced in Gen 5 with the dream thing.
Yeah. So
They were
so
called dream
you've got-
abilities.
so you've got only one of the only two.
I believe so.
Yeah. So like it's like Klutz is the only other ability you can have, meaning that this is the good one.
Yeah, there might be a third. I don't know. Shit's weird sometimes.
Yeah, because I was under the impression that yeah, like hidden abilities were introduced in Gen 5.
Okay, so you know, a quick a quick thing that made okay, so not to bring up other people's like content like during my content, but I remember when Team 4 Star was streaming their Nuzlocke of Pokemon Soul Silver. like they did a thing where like had like a whole like special little plot line going on where like because they just kind of did that with all their Nuzlocks, where the Slowpoke they caught that evolved into a Slowbro, they named Slowmara, and it was like in the lore it was like the ghost of the character's dead sister, and what they didn't realize, and once they didn't, again, it got knocked out, so they had to release it. But what they didn't realize is that if a Pokemon has an HM move on it, and you go to release it, it won't release. It'll do the thing where it kind of like fades out to a little bit, then it'll come back like, oh, I didn't want to go. Maybe it's worried about something? They didn't know that happened. It freaked them the fuck out, so they put Slowmara in like its own like special like cursed box.
Rad.
So to answer your thing before, Alex, Agumon is 2.5 feet tall, average. Greymon, apparently 49.2 to 65.6 feet tall, and if it digivolves from a bigger Agumon, it can get to 98.4 feet, which is 30 meters.
Yeah, what the fuck even?
Yeah.
Like your cute mascot,
what's Wargreymon?
like your cute mascot dinosaur is now a fucking kaiju.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
Literally.
mean, like, he was literally supposed to be, Godzilla.
Gosira!
And that's also why he evolves into Metal Greymon, which is, again, Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
What about Wargreymon? What happened? Because I remember Wargreymon was, like, a lot smaller for some weird reason. Size is 20G, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, ignore that. Just like type in like into Google how big is, and then like the Digimon's name. That's what I have to do.
Right.
Because it was just giving me that G, and I was like, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
Probably a special unit of measurement from the canon, because like Digimon is fucking weird and has like 4 different cannons.
Wait, no, that's not right. Yeah, so, bloody Wargreymon is only 10 feet tall. And Wargreymon is his final evolution.
Well,
No, it's Mega. That's as high as you can go.
well,
Okay,
Dude.
stop including fucking fusions and egg evolving and shit. Stop that. Like, I'm talking about normal fucking evolution here.
by the way,
so like,
yeah,
Metal Greymon is apparently like bigger. Doesn't specify how much bigger. But
stop
yeah, but,
hitting
like,
yourself,
it's like-
please.
it's like Agumon is 2.5 feet. Then that evolves into 50 plus feet. Then that evolves into slightly bigger, and then that evolves into 10 feet.
I
Like,
think
what?
I think it's more like all that power got put into a smaller package. So it, like I don't fucking know. I guess it's something like, you know, like how back in the day like a 8 megabyte hard drive would fill a room. Now like a fucking you can basically fit like a fucking 800 terabyte hard drive in your pocket.
Yeah. I mean, having said that, there is the fact that, like, there is that one, like, wolf Digimon that evolves into Wolf Digimon Fairy mode.
Yep.
Because it's like, I mean, not literal fairy mode, but it's like Garurumon,
Then
It's just a wolf.
Wergarurumon.
and then it evolves into Wergarurumon, which is literally just the exact same fucking Digimon, except it stands on its back legs and it wears pants.
Yep. It's literally wearing ripped jeans.
Yeah.
Like,
and then evolves into Metal Garurumon, and it's back to being a Metal Wolf.
yeah, like I remember one thing where someone basically explained that, like, Digivolution, like, they always, like, when Digimon digivolve, they turn into dinosaurs, dinosaurs with metal on them, and then either hot women or stacked furries.
Yeah, like whatever the fuck the little like rabbit fucking guinea pig thing that can fly is, whatever the fuck that thing was called, like evolves into an angel.
Yeah. And like
What even?
yeah, okay, so like,
Palmon.
yeah,
Palmon evolves into.
Angemon.
Wait, no, it's not Palmon. That's the fucking like vine thingy. What is it? Patamon? Is it Patamon? Patamon.
Yeah, Patamon.
Yeah. Patamon evolves into a literal angel, which evolves into another literal angel, which evolves into another literal angel, which evolves into a Pegasus.
Yeah, it's like it goes like bog standard angel to like an angel with more wings to like a fucking biblical angel then to a Pegasus.
Yeah, it just like, alright.
Yeah, and then one of them is like, it starts off as like this, like they all start off as like, by the way, they all start off as basically like a beanbag with a face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of them goes.
Yeah, and Palmon was the fucking vine thing that evolves into a cactua.
Yep. Then evolves into a fairy.
Which then evolves into a dominatrix lady.
Wait, what?
No, I'm serious. Like Rosemon is literally a dominatrix.
Dude, Digimon is fucking weird.
Here, Brandon, have a look. There's Rosemon.
Oh my god.
Like, and one of them, like one of the fan favorites, mostly because the character who like had this Digimon was one of the more favorite ones from the original series. So they brought her back in the sequel in like the second season, like, and they put like a lot of emphasis on her character because she was like the legendary 8th Digidestin. But her Digimon starts out as like a little as like one of those like, you know, bean bags with faces. Then he evolves into a small dog-looking thing.
You're talking about Gatomon.
Yep. Then into a cat. Then into a hot angel girl.
Which can then either turn into either a fucking like Falcor ass luck dragon or a Sphinx. Depending on what the situation involves.
Yep. Dude, like, Digimon is like, that's one of those shows that's like, that's one of those shows where it's like, okay, they're literally like, they are not restricted by the laws of physics in any way. They don't need to resemble what they were previously because they are literally made out of zeros and ones. They are literally computer data, so go wild.
Look, I get that, but I don't understand. Okay, like for example, Beomon. Like Beomon is bird, which evolves into bird, which evolves into bird, which evolves into bird. Like it's all birds. But then there are other ones where it's just like, what the fuck is up with Gatomon? Why does it evolve into an angel?
Fan service. No, honestly, I remember a post that pretty much explained it, like, pretty much perfectly. Like, it had a picture of a corgi. It's like, okay, if this was a Pokemon, it would evolve into this. And then it showed, like, another corgi that was, like, photoshopped to look like it had, like, elemental, like, different colors, like, little elemental bits stacked onto it. Yeah. And then if it was a Digimon, it'd evolve into this. And it just literally showed the picture of a corgi sitting in a fighter jet.
Yeah. I mean, and there is the fact that, like, a fucking, like, seal, like, Digimon is, like, its final form is a Viking. Also, like, I think, like, honestly, the Digi-Eggs, like, were probably the weakest thing that the things could have added.
Yeah. Okay, that battle took way longer than it should have. I just fought the trainer who has like 5 Magikarp.
Wow.
Oh, and this guy's also starting with a Magikarp. So yeah, I just used Baniri for like the entire thing. So, okay, I'm pretty sure I had the full 35 uses of Pound. I'm down to like 17. That's about how long it took.
Yeah.
And plus,
also, like,
since
things
it's-
like, sorry.
go ahead.
No, you were talking about this. I'm talking about something else.
Okay. Yeah, and like also since they were Magikarp, I got like 3.5 experience per one.
Oh.
Cause like they literally made they intentionally made like Magikarp as a joke. Like it has to wait till level 15 to learn a move that I could actually use. That doesn't do literally nothing. And that move is basically worthless because it's tackle and Magikarp's stats are absolute shit.
Yeah.
And
then it gets angry for a bit.
Yep. When they give different Pokemon will give different amounts of experience. They give Magikarp give next to nothing. The main reason they survive is because they're literally just scales and bone.
Yeah.
But then it evolves into one of the most powerful Pokemon in the first gen.
Yeah. I mean, I was literally, recently thinking about what Pokemon I would have, and subsequently the moveset that I would have for them. If I was to be a trainer, sorry, not a trainer,
Gym leader?
a gym leader. Yeah. And I went with water because, my favorite Pokemon's Lapras. What am I going to do? Not go with water.
Same. My favorite Pokemon's Vaporeon.
Yeah. But, because I was okay, gym leaders never have starters or evolutions, I was thinking, okay, what other water Pokemon can I have? And I was I was just thinking about it for a while. Eventually I came back with, okay, so assuming that I'm in, Gen 3, because that's the only situation where it makes sense to have this as a, Gen 3, Gen 1 remakes.
Yeah.
Because that's the only situation where it would make sense to have this particular group of Pokemon. I ended up going with maybe a Poliwhirl, a Octillery, a Lapras, and a Gyarados. Between the levels of 26 and 33, or 27 and 33, or something like that.
Okay, well, I clicked off the game to check something on Discord, and the game just slowed down to a chug.
Apparently,
it's still
emulation
slow.
likes to be what's in the front.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, I just kind of had an idea, a neat idea for a gym. Basically, it'd be a gym based around, evolutions. So it's it'd be a gym. It's okay, there's a lot. Okay, so there's a section of this gym based on each of the elements of an evolution, and it'd be like a late game gym to allow the gym leader to have a full team of Pokemon, and it'd be something like you have to basically go to the end of each section, one for each of the elements that Eevee can evolve into. And you have to defeat a couple trainers, and then the last trainer will have the evolution on their team. Then you gotta hit a switch or something, which will raise up part of a different colored part of a bridge to make a rainbow bridge to the leader.
I feel like that sort of thing would make a lot more sense as the battle tower.
Yeah. Yeah, and then once you get to it, it's the leader has a team of nothing but evolutions.
just all Eevees. Just Eevee. They're all like fucking level 1 because reasons. They're just the fuck. I love the idea that like each of the other ones has the evolutions, but like the gym leader is just a joke. So all he has is level 1 EVs.
Honestly, okay. So one thing that I think would be neat is it's do something like that, but it's like you get there and like the gym leader's there waiting for you, but like then basically for whatever reason they're like, oh, like okay, but before you fight me, like fight this person, and then their kid comes out, or like their kid comes and challenges you before you get a chance to challenge the leader, and they all just have and they have like a team of level 1 EVs.
Yeah.
It'd probably be like one of those trainers from, like, you know how like in Sword and Shield, like they had the trainers who were dressed like the little Pokemon kid trainers who were like dressed up like the Pokemon. It'd probably be one of them, just dressed up like, or just a character basically doing like an Eevee cosplay or something.
You know what I would like to see, based on what you just said, is like the little kid of the gym comes out. It's like the gym leader is like the kid's dad, and it's like, aha, now you fight my son, who's the final fight or whatever. And like, you know how Sword and Shield had like other things that you had to do in the gyms in order to actually beat them?
Yeah.
It wasn't just straight fighting.
Yeah.
It's like, what if like the gimmick of that gym was, or whatever, like was just that like you had to let the kid win. You know what I mean? It's like you go in there for a gym battle, and it's like this little kid comes out with level 1 EVs. He's like, yeah, I got these, and like, but like if you beat him, the dad's like, fuck you for like making my son sad. Get the fuck out of here, asshole. And like instead you let the kid win. He's like, cool, thanks, brah, and then just hands you the badge.
That would be great.
I would love to see that.
Specifically, he has to use the word bra and look like one of those douchebag surfers.
No, dude, I would prefer it if he just looked like a regular guy, but just says bra anyway.
What
Oh
you mean,
my
like
God.
Patrick from fucking
Bra.
You don't
Yeah.
like you don't want to play into the stereotype too hard.
True.
That's what I mean. He's just a guy, but then happens to say bra as well. And it's like totally out of character for that guy to do it. It just for no reason. At the end of that particular battle, thanks, brah, and then hands you the badge and just like he's like, look, son, you did it good. Or even better, he's like the kid's like over in the corner, like, yeah, go Eevees. He's like cuddling all of me. He's like, thanks for letting my kid win, dude. Here's a badge. Now piss off before he notices.
Yeah,
or some shit like that.
Later on, like you can get access to like his house or whatever, and
Yeah.
you go there and you see a surfing and you see like a surfing trophy. So he's like, oh, I guess that explains it. And then you look at like a family portrait, and it turns out his wife was the surfer.
Yeah,
And he's like
yeah.
and he was like an accountant or something when he met her.
Yeah. I reckon that'd be fantastic. I'm gonna make my own Pokemon game now. I'm gonna do this. Fuck you. You know I'm a good enough programmer that I could make a Pokemon game.
Oh yeah.
Just like
Also,
you're like, oh, all of
also,
a sudden,
wow,
you're like,
it's
oh,
time
I
to
got an email.
Also-
Oh, it's a cease and desist from Nintendo.
okay, wow, it's already time to go on another break.
Also, Brendan actually can confirm that I basically already made a Pokemon game in high school.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go on like a really, really quick break because and then we're probably gonna play for like another hour or so. Then we'll wrap up the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna be back in a few.
back in a sec.
Okay, we are back.
And I am front.
Of course you are. When are you not?
What?
Exactly.
Are you just trying to confuse?
I mean, what the fuck are you doing?
Being a contrarian? I'm not trying to confuse, I'm just deliberately being the opposite of what you're saying. That's the difference.
Yeah, I know.
That's
And
the Alex difference.
And I counter that with confusion.
Well, I guess it was super effective. Ah, piss.
Okay, well, let's see if we can. Let's like explore the city a little bit, actually. All right, bike. All right, you can get a bike here.
Nice.
But the guy's not here.
I don't know where he would be because I haven't played this far into this game.
The manager has gone off to the Team Galactic building and hasn't returned.
The Team Galactic building? They just have that?
Yeah.
Wow. Not even subtle.
Here's the gym leader. Gardena.
Gardenia.
Gardenia?
Yeah, Gardenia. It's a flower.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and of course, Barry was the last person to fight her. You know, cause
Barry is who?
the rival.
Ah.
You know the kid who is literally distilled ADHD.
No, I genuinely don't remember him.
He is extremely hyper and runs everywhere.
Seems legit.
And he also gets distracted pretty easy.
Once again, seems legit.
Like you know how it's like, speaking of, also he always runs into you.
Oh, that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him.
But yeah, like in the beginning of the game, like, you know, they were doing the thing where it's like, oh hey, you can't go out to the tall grass unless you have a Pokemon to protect you. His solution, because he wanted to go to the next town over, because that's where Professor Rowan lives. His solution to doing that, his solution to encountering wild Pokemon, was to try to run so fast that that by the time they jump out, you're already gone.
I mean, seems functional, honestly.
And immediately after we got Pokemon, because Professor Rowan stopped us and called us dumbasses for trying, like the moment you have Pokemon, he wants to go to one of the lakes and catch a legendary.
Again, seems legit. I mean, don't you want to catch the legendaries immediately and be all-powerful God mode?
I mean,
if that was an option, would you say no?
it'd probably just, knowing these games, it'd just give like an extra line of dialogue, and you'd either push you aside or you'd move aside anyway.
Probably.
And now he also wants to be the best trainer. So I think
no one ever was.
Yeah, so like what he basically just told me is that the way to become the best trainer ever is to never miss an attack.
That's one way to be the best trainer ever. It's not the way.
this one Dialga or Palkia?
That is Dialga.
Okay, so it's not the dick.
Wait, go back. Maybe it's not actually, because Palkia doesn't have fins like that. Maybe it's like a comp both, because like like the ancient dragon, people don't know what it actually looks like.
Yeah. Okay, it is Dialga.
It is Dialga, okay. Also, I think it's supposed to be Dialga because diamond.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome
Hello.
back. You literally missed our our rival physically bumping into us, as he is basically what happens if you figure out a way to distill pure ADHD.
Which one's the rival? Which rival is it in this one?
Barry. Also, hey, look, it's Cynthia.
I don't remember
Also,
what he
his
is.
name's Barrett, he runs everywhere. Is his last name Alan?
Ha-ha!
Easy joke.
I mean, honestly, that's probably what the translators were going for.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so like once again, not to bring up other people's content, but okay, so one of my favorite content creators, Lucagen, she recently did a blind playthrough of this game. But she knew who Cynthia was because the first Pokemon game she did was which was like the first Pokemon game she really played, was a blind Let's Play of Pokemon White. And when she was streaming the post game, she ran into Cynthia, who fucking destroyed her. So then when she did her blind Let's Play of Platinum, every time Cynthia she was like, "Don't hit me," because Cynthia is probably the strongest champion in the series.
Dominatrix,
yeah.
the character.
I mean,
Tell me honestly that she's not supposed to be a dominatrix.
I'd let her step on me.
Yeah, I know you would, but I'm talking in general.
I wouldn't say dominatrix, but
Fucking let her step on me. You creepy man.
Hey man, I do it for the lulz. Plus growing up, I had a group of friends where if you didn't say it, one of them would.
Yeah.
But hey, I just got HMO1.
Nice.
Which one's one?
Cut.
Cut.
All right, I don't have
Alright,
Bidoof with me.
I guess I'll leave then.
What?
What?
You said I'm cut. I'm being an idiot.
I mean,
Feel like
yeah,
cut.
I can tell, but I just... Yeah, alright.
I mean, that doesn't
Also,
make...
did you notice the spinny ball, the spinny helicopter
Yes, I
had on my
did.
ball? Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't even make sense because we just said cut, not we didn't even say another word.
Yeah, I know it doesn't really, but yeah.
Apparently we're gonna cut Brendan out of the team.
Or just cut me.
I mean, I've been down for both.
I mean, either way, someone's losing something.
What are we gonna cut off him? An ear?
I
Something more
need my
painful?
hand.
I don't know. I was just saying. I was just gonna saying he was gonna lose. I was saying he was just gonna lose some blood. You know,
we cut
blood.
off something like more painful though.
You know, blood for the blood god and all that.
Yeah, but can we cut off something more painful than just his blood?
Oh, you know what? Speaking of blood for the blood god, I was watching some videos on Aztec mythology yesterday,
Yeah.
and according to Aztec mythology, the Earth is like the actual land is made out of a primordial like serpent that had a massive crocodile mouth on every single joint. But the thing is, like, when they killed it to make the land, they didn't kill it all the way. So in order to keep it from, you know, eating the humans, like the gods, like, don't worry, we'll give you blood sacrifices.
I'm sorry, that counted as 3 shots. I used 2. I call
Did one
bullshit
of them
on that.
go over?
No, I hit it once. It rolled up next to it. I hit it again, and it went in.
Yeah, and also that's not the only god in Aztec mythology that's fueled by blood.
I mean, they're all fueled by blood, aren't they?
Like, not necessarily. But like the current sun, which is the 4th sun, by the way, is the god Huitzilopochtli, who needs to be fueled by blood because if he doesn't, the moon and the stars, which are the severed head of his sisters, that he killed for trying to kill their mom, will eat him and then the earth.
Of course.
Shit.
All I'm saying is that Aztec mythology is metal as hell. That's what I'm saying here. That's the point I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Like one of the gods one of the bigger gods
Oh, you bastard.
who one of the bigger gods whose name I can't pronounce, has the domain over a bunch of stuff, but one of them being household chores. Their name literally translates to the flayed god.
Wow. Dark.
One of my favorite, and my favorite response, because when I was
I
watching
hit that so hard it went into a different course.
but one of my favorite little jokes from that was the person who was reading that for the video, their response was, household chores, the man has no skin.
Yeah.
That one was pretty cool, actually. Oh my god.
Okay, I think we're gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this, Jim. Then I think we're gonna call it because we're running on 4 hours, and I usually like to stop after 3 because that's when my brain starts to give up.
Yeah. Kill the small bud Pokemon. Kill it with fire. Burn it. Burn its corpse!
I mean, that's the plan.
That was a shithole. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah.
Shithole.
You've got other shitholes too. Dude, again, one of us was gonna say it. I just figured, fuck it, I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm mostly just switch grinding Bun at this point.
I was gonna be like, I mostly deal with petty thievery.
I have no idea what you're getting at.
Skyrim gods.
Ah.
Okay, I was about to say, the fuck is with the accent though? But yeah,
I can't do a Skyrim god accent.
that makes a little more sense. Okay, so honestly, I don't know if anyone's done this, but you know how there's a mod for Oblivion that basically makes it so you can play as Michael Jackson as like a race.
Yes.
No.
Yes, there is. I know it.
Yeah, I think the race is literally called King of Pop.
Yeah,
But-
something like that. Yeah.
Someone should totally make an add-on to that mod, where they just re-record the line "Stop right there, criminal scum" to say "Stop right there, smooth criminal scum."
Yeah, because wasn't that like the comment on the
Yep.
fucking post?
That was the first comment.
Stop right there, smooth criminal scum.
Oh my god, do we really have to bounce it off of those?
You don't have to.
They're playing golf with your friends, by the way.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Like I managed to get a hole in one on this course before.
Bun
like,
drew to
like
level
months ago.
15.
Oh, okay. Didn't actually press that, but all right.
No! What the hell?
Like I said, you
I'm
don't
not-
actually have to.
Oh, I thought you had to.
No.
Okay, good.
By the way, the par for this course is 5.
Yeah, I'm already at that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of golf games,
Oh no!
I have many.
apparently
Yeah,
in the game Golf Story,
I love Golf Story.
there are a couple courses. I think there's like 1 or 2 courses with like a par 6 or a par 7, and the developers figured that that was actually not possible to get a hole in one on those courses. So if you manage to do it, it'll bring up like the like the text where it would say like like birdie, eagle, albatross, whatever.
Yeah.
Those will,
Godlike.
like those will be like it'll go to do that, but it'll be blank. Like it'll just be white. Like instead of the letters, it'll just be white boxes.
I reckon that there should be like a little code in that just to recognize it and be like cheetah. Like it just invents like a new thing for like it's something over albatross. It's like you somehow managed to get like under albatross, so it calls you a cheetah.
Oh god.
I mean, honestly, like with that, I wouldn't necessarily do that because like unless it like didn't actually like do a like punish you for it, because
Yeah.
like it's possible to it is possible to get it legitly. You just have to be really fucking good at the game.
Yeah, it's terribly difficult. I know the courses they're talking about, and like it is extremely difficult.
Well,
Neck and neck this whole time.
Yeah.
well, after this gym, Nightmare is already our strongest Pokemon. It's gonna be even more so now.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I like her design.
Who?
The gym leader,
I didn't even see her.
like Gardena.
Oh, Gardenia, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No!
Looks like I win, Brendan.
This is bullshit.
Some of the store loser.
Well, golf with your friends is like, fantasy mini golf, so the idea is that all the courses are just ridiculous.
Fantasy rage golf, more like it.
Though honestly,
Dude, I would like me and my dad we have actually come up with a bunch of designs that if we could afford to build it, we would absolutely build basically golf with your friends as a fucking real park that you could actually play golf in, because it would be so much fucking fun. Because both of us really love mini golf.
Yeah.
as you should.
Because, like, golf is fun and all, but, like, I just get bored of just, like, the same shit over and over. But, like, mini golf, everything is different every time, and I fucking love the idea of, like, all those different things.
Yeah, well, they're opening like a mini golf course up here. Like not very far. It's supposed to look like a shipwreck. So you're playing inside like a underwater shipwreck. It's
Yeah.
over at Redcliffe. Yeah. Don't know when that's expected to be finished.
Yeah.
Also, by the
It's
way,
soon,
for
it's soon, but it's
for
got like a massive arcade and everything. So.
yeah, for those wondering how if I'm using a keyboard and mouse or whatever, I'm actually using a USB Super Nintendo controller
Nice.
that
Oh,
I
you
that
bastard.
I specifically got for speedrunning Mega Man X because before I had capture software, like I had to do it through emulator. But now I got
an 8-bit Doom controller for that.
Huh?
So I have an 8-bit Doom controller for stuff like that.
Oh, coming soon to Nintendo Switch, AVGN 1 and 2 remastered.
I
Okay.
saw that. Like he advertised that in the new episode of the Angry Video Game Nerd he posted today.
Yeah, that's exactly how I know it. Yeah, the dolphin one for fucking
Echo the Dolphin.
Echo the Dolphin. Yeah. Oh my god, that game looks like it's fucking rage-inducing.
Fuck you, Echo the Dolphin's great. Fight me.
Well, that and
But
They-
James Rolfe, he said it's shit.
I mean, to be
You said
fair,
it looks rage-inducing. I hate you. Echo the Dolphin's great.
I said it looks rage-inducing.
Stop destroying my childhood! Why does everybody hate Mega Drive games? God damn it.
I mean, for Americans, that's Sega Genesis. We called it the Mega Drive because
Oh,
Yeah, everywhere
there goes
except
Nightmare.
America calls it the Mega Drive.
and
Oh, not right
the Model 1, the Model 1 Genesis / Mega Drive had one of the best MIDI chips ever made, and I want it. If anyone has one that's like where the sound still works but the console's fucked, send it to me because I want to build a synth out of it.
I think I have a Model 1 that doesn't work.
Like holy shit! That like it was a Yamaha synth chip that was in it, and that's why it's called chip tunes. Basically, it would send MIDI
Yeah,
information.
we
through
know
the
how
chip,
it
yeah.
works, dude.
But that one had a particular filter on it, like ladder filter, that created this like really rad distortion effect. Hence,
Fucking-
what it's called. Hence
Magical
why
Leaf.
with Genesis games had the best guitar emulation of like any like fucking console. That's why you get those like rocking tunes on it that are just like whoa, because that distortion that they call the ladder effect, and it's only on the particular Model 1 that seems to happen. I don't know why they think
It does on
Fuck!
the Model 2, it's just like far less noticeable.
Yeah, because they swapped it for a different chip, but I'm particularly looking for the Model 1 because
Well,
it's unbelievably good.
I may be fucked here
Why is that?
because the only Pokemon I have left that's like won't get one shot is JoJo.
Damn.
Yep. Why do you have 2 potions? You're the second gym leader.
Come on. Yeah!
That's what I did last time.
I may have to do some grinding.
I hate that it has to like shuffle you off. For me, it had to, anyways. I was like, yeah.
Again, that's what I did last time.
I'm boned. All I got is Bun Bun, who's like level 16 against this level 22, and Bidoof, who's level 2.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm out. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna be doing some off-screen grinding.
Yay!
Off-screen
Not
grinding.
No, yay to the hole-in-one.
Rock
Off-screen
Smash?
grinding sounds like a fucking, like, some sort of, like, electronic band.
That would actually make a great. That would actually that actually would make a great electric band.
Stolen.
Hey, bullshit! I came up with it. Or rather, I didn't come up with it, but I claimed it as a band name.
Okay. So that'll do it for the
Also,
show.
with a name
like-
like Off-Screen Grinding, I feel like a lot of people would assume one particular thing about the band.
Yeah, I just thought of that myself. I was like, oh.
Okay, so that's a thing.
What happened?
Gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that off screen. I just lost the gym battle.
Ah.
This is like actually the first time I've lost like a match, like a battle in Pokemon in years.
Wow.
Which
You know
to
what would be funny, Alex? If you got if you had that name and then got your tour sponsored by Grindr.
Oh, for God's sake.
But yeah, so I think that'll do it for the stream. I'll do some like off-screen grinding and level my guys up. Probably get them all to like at least level 21 or 22.
I mean, they all are quite underleveled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah!
Which is weird because I've been fighting like every trainer on the way.
Yeah.
But then again, like these like the earlier games are actively harder.
I
So-
don't know, Gen 2 was pretty easy.
Which one?
Gen 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, that's because the level balancing is really weird.
I know, like, I was actually, like, researching, like, because I was trying to work out, like, was it sensible for me to, like, theoretically have the Pokemon that I would if I was awarded Gym Leader? And I actually did a bunch of research, and it's like, dude, the Gen 2 Gym Leaders were, like, up to 10 levels lower than like, their respective counterpart from the previous generations. Or from other generations, rather.
Yes.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah,
because
up to 10 levels lower.
yeah, it's because they put in the entire second region.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, like I'm just gonna save state into slot 2. So yeah, so next time when I stream,
Next time on Dragon Ball.
I'm still not sure what exactly I'm gonna play. Like I've been playing a fuckload of Dark Souls, so might be doing some of that. Might do some Hollow Knight because I've been kind of feeling like playing that again. Might do more of this because I'm also
I should
getting
play
I'm
Hollow Knight
also
again.
getting kind of into this. What?
How the fuck did that happen?
What
I
else?
said I should play Hollow Knight again.
Hollow Knight is really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah.
No.
I'll-
No.
I'll see you guys next. I'll see you guys next time.